Hello, 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 and welcome, one and all, to Topical Drinks. And we got a special guest today. The winner.
Sorry, that's the wrong sound effect. That's what I was going.
Nice.
Well, now winner of two awards now. One of best setup and one of only with the soundbar. Best soundboard, I should say. Introduce yourself, Mr. Guest.
Yes. What's up, everyone? My name is DJ Flipside from Chicago and currently living in New York. But yes, yeah. I mean, how much of an introduction do you want? Official DJ for the Chicago Bulls. Producer in the music group called Jump Smokers, Emmy Award winner. Producer and I make music. I do music and videos and streamer. Yeah, that's
there we go.
And I do radio in Chicago. 104.3 Jams. I was on B96, Flipside of 5 forever. There's a lot. let's just keep it short, right? Let's just do that.
There we go.
We can talk about all that if we need to.
Great. And as we always start off after introducing the guest is, what are we drinking? Flipside, what are you drinking?
So I made a sparkling Arnold Palmer because I don't drink alcohol. I'm actually allergic.
Oh, damn.
So my topical drink is I made it myself. I made iced tea and I put sparkling lemonade in it.
JP, did you not vet our people?
I told you guys this. Don't give me shit. We also had an entire month of dry January, so we all did this anyways.
That was our first month of.
I don't know about all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, not all. I was not. I was plenty drunk. All right, Yadu, what's up? What are you drinking?
I just have some Kahlua and rum.
Kahlua and rum. Awesome.
Nice.
And also, how's Gen Z going?
I don't want to talk about it.
Great. Awesome. All right, JP, what are you drinking?
I made myself a whiskey sour, and like I do when I can't think of a drink right beforehand.
All right.
Busy.
Gabe?
What kind of whiskey's in there?
Oh, what kind of whiskey? Yeah, good question.
Bushmills,
Bushmills.
top shelf stuff.
Bushmills, I'm not familiar with that one.
Well, you can mix those Bushmills, right?
Just available.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those just available whiskeys type thing to mix. Yeah. Gabe, what wine are you drinking?
What's up? I am drinking a wine. Did you see me drinking it already?
No, I just guessed. You always do.
The grape is Gamay. It's from the makers Beaujolais Village. These guys are pretty cool.
The grape is gay? What? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear
Gamay, I think is how it's pronounced.
Gamay. Okay.
Yeah, it's a red grape from this region of France, and it's good. I like it. It was opened 2 days ago, so this is very experimental. It was resealed again, but I think it tastes fine.
Ooh, I don't know about resealed red wine though. You're not supposed to do that. I thought you're supposed to open the wine and drink the whole thing.
You can't. Why do they sell the resales? Why do they sell the resales?
For people that
Is
don't
it
know the
vacuum
rules.
Resealed?
Yeah, vacuum, exactly.
Oh, it is. Okay, never mind.
The
then.
sucking thing. Pause.
With the sucking thing. As for me,
okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can continue talking about sucking. Anyway, so as for me, as usual, if I don't have enough time, I always, just like JP, but I go for beers, and I'm gonna go with my classical Moore's Brewery here in Chicago. They just opened up a brewery, I think, somewhere in either Wicker Park or Logan Square, I think, somewhere there. Like I said, I've met the guys that were making this when they were just small. They were only like selling it in Southside, like I think one South grocery store, and they were at a bar, 16th Street Cafe. Shout out to those guys. They were there promoting it. And it was like maybe a year or months before I moved out to the burbs. So when I was living in South Loop, and these guys were just so small, only two groceries. And then once I moved up, they were selling it at the local Mariano's up in Vernon Hills. And it was like, I'm ready to move. They're here and they're growing. They're still growing. Now they moved up to Logan Square and all that. So anyway, cheers guys.
Cheers.
There's the camera.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's always funny how you're drinking Moore's Brewery, and I'm always drinking More Brewery.
Yeah, this is better. These guys.
I don't know.
These guys make
We'll
it.
have to.
These guys make it with love. All right, they make it with love.
Maybe we could have both owners on at different types because I could get the owners on. So
Oh, really?
that wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah.
Let me ask
JP knows everyone.
I'm going.
That is pretty much my job here to get all the people on here.
Bourbon Night Consortium, what's up? More for the wins. Oh, Moors. Moor. All right, I'm not gonna fight with the chat now. It's too early to fight with the chat right now. All right. So yeah, you know what? Let's start off. DJ, what's up? So you DJ. I tried to DJ. Oh shit, my Alexa just. I don't know why my Alexa just went
He got
off.
his miniature turntable
Oh,
here.
I tried to DJ.
there's
Here we
always
go.
something.
Yeah, right here.
Nice.
Another,
Nice.
as I said, another one of those like midlife crisis purchases and stuff like that.
That wasn't an impulse buy.
That was a very much not an impulse buy. Yeah. Let's keep it with that. But I should have stuck with the guitars back there, obviously. But I'll do that later when I'm like not busy. So, you know what? How does someone start out being a DJ?
That was going to be my question too. So
Right.
yeah.
Aside from buying the board, which this is a Pioneer
Yeah.
FLX4, which everyone said is like beginner friendly. But yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
It really depends. Like, how did I start? Like, because that was way different
Yeah.
times. Because right now, if you're talking 2025, how do you start? First thing is, buying the controller, getting music. Now they have, depending on which program you're using, you can actually link it up with like streaming apps. So you don't actually have to buy music anymore. You just subscribe to a streaming app, let that music be in your DJ program, and then learn how to DJ through that. So it all depends on what your goal is trying to be, right? Like if you're trying to DJ in clubs, if you're trying to DJ at parties, or if you're just trying to DJ for your friends, you got to figure out what your goal is going to be, because those are all different kind of paths.
Wow.
DJing for a club is way different than DJing for a wedding. Way different for DJing for a bunch of people at a bar. Like bars are different than clubs. Like even that, like that's a totally different mindset, totally different playlist. So there's all of those things. You have to kind of figure out what you want to play, and then obviously practice and learn how to actual DJ, learn how to beat match, learn how to program. Programming is like probably one of the most important things for a DJ that people don't really understand, which is programming is picking which song to go when. Like, which song do you play at 10 o'clock? Which song do you play at 12 o'clock? Or if I'm looking at this crowd and looking at this audience, are they feeling hip hop, or do they like want to hear dance music, or do they want to hear, like oldies, 80s? Like all that, it has to go with programming. And it's like, that is actually one of the most important parts of a DJ, because I've seen DJs that are technically horrible, but they have great programming and can pick songs and like win over a room by their selection of music. But I've seen guys that are like technically amazing, don't know how to play the right music and lose an entire room, no matter how dope they are. So like, just learning music, learning obviously like, if you play the guitar, so you know how to count measures, like things like that, and bars and stuff like that, like just having some musical thing, but just practicing and then figuring out what you want to do. If you want to be in the club, if you want to be in the bar, and it's all networking. All that is networking. Just figuring, knowing the right people, going out to these places, meeting people, shaking hands, talking to people, not being an asshole. That's key. But like that's essentially the DJ part of it. Is only one part, like the actual skill part of it is actually one part of being a DJ nowadays. Because now it's social media, and all that stuff,
Yeah. So a question for you is, how does it compare to when you started? Like when you started, kind of like that Beck song, 2 turntables and a microphone. That's how I remember it being, and now it's just completely different, right?
Yeah, because I started when I was 13 years old. And back in those days, back in my day, it was
13,
Crates of Records. Yeah. So it was Crates of Records. I actually My older sister had a friend that was a DJ who loaned me like 3 crates of records, and I learned how to mix all those together. If it was like hip hop, it was house, it was techno, and like I learned how to like play actual vinyl, pitch a beat match on vinyl and do all of that and worry about, is it sunny? Is it too hot that my records are going to be warped if I'm DJing outside? And like, all these other technical aspects. Is the speaker too close to the turntables where the needle's going to skip? And like, there's all these different things that you have to worry about back then, where now it's just, if you have a laptop, you have a USB stick, you can just plug in, don't have to worry about any of that. Yeah. Like
there's no needles here. There's no needles here.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, like,
fewer work hazards.
Yeah. 3 crates of records is probably like 75 records per crate, maybe. So, or no, that's probably 75 for all 3 crates. But now you can fit 3 million songs on a hard drive and just bring that. Like the timing of DJing from back then is so different, and the technology has advanced, and you can see there's always different DJs. Oh, you don't spin vinyl, you're not a real DJ. But then there's other people. Oh, you don't play with controllers. There's always these kind of little battles that people have. But it comes down to it is, are you entertaining? Can you make the crowd move? Like, that's really the goal.
Okay. Yeah. You did mention one thing though, and I am kind of curious though. So it sounds like you have to, when it comes to programming, you definitely have to have like at least branching paths, right? Branching like programs and stuff, because it sounded to me like if you go in, like, they hire you for a venue or whatnot, you already kind of know what, like, at least the venue is about. Like, they're not going to like, hey, you're not going to play like dubstep on some place that's like more country, or you get what I'm saying. Or I know that might be an extreme, right? But is there cases that you might have like a situation that you're in a venue and it's kind of, it goes anywhere, right? And now you're like, you yourself have to plan out and say, okay, I feel like they're not feeling it with this EDM, maybe, and I feel like they're either more hip hop or maybe they're more like Latino or anything like that. Have you ever had that case that like you essentially had to like switch up to a new branch essentially of your programming?
I mean, so obviously there's levels to this, right? So you could be at a level where you walk into a crowd or club or bar and nobody has any idea who you are. So then you have to kind of conform a little bit to what they expect. But there's also the level of where you get to where everybody's there for you. You're the star. They're coming to hear what you do.
Right.
So then there's that part of it too, when then they want to see how creative you can be because they know that's what you do. Like, you do X, Y, Z. You're known for this. So we come here for that, So like, but I've been in situations, when I'm starting and I know this is like dance music. Actually, here's an example.
All right. Go for it.
I started doing clubs in Chicago in around 2000, right? 2000, 2001. And in that era, the nightclubs in Chicago was predominantly dance music. Like, you'd hear house music, you'd hear progressive house, you'd hear like Euro music, I don't know if you guys even know some of those Euro songs, but like it was predominantly dance music. I was working with a guy named DJ Speed, who's actually, he was one of the first hip hop DJs on B96. And he's the one who helped kind of bring me on. And we go into this place, and Speed is known on the radio, B96, for playing hip hop. So in a place where everywhere is dance music, we come in and we play about 50 minutes of dance and then 10 minutes of hip hop. And, the promoter's like, why are you playing hip hop? What are you doing? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. And we're like, just watch. So we played, Biggie Hypnotize, Rough Riders Anthem,
Nice.
things that are like super, like, we know these now, but like, no, then it was like newer records for them.
Hey, Yadu,
And-
Gen Z, do you know anything that he just said in terms of Biggie? You know Biggie? You know?
Yeah, no biggie.
Okay, cool. All right, continue.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Rough Riders, DMX,
yeah.
RIP.
Yeah. So like they saw that the crowd was reacting to what we were doing in those 10 minutes of hip hop. So every week we do that on, it'd be like 50 minutes dance, 10 minutes hip hop, and people would start really, really liking the hip hop. And then eventually it became 40 minutes, 20 minutes, and then it became 30 minutes, 30 minutes. And a lot of people were like, I can't believe guys, you're playing hip hop and it's so awesome. It's so refreshing and blah, 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 blah. So this was like one of those situations where we kind of trained them that, hip hop is okay. You could play hip hop in these rich, social party, like these celebrity nightclubs, and it's okay. Fights aren't going to break out. You can do it. And other clubs started to see what we were doing because they were talking about we were at a club called Custom, and they were like, yo, why is Custom popping off like every weekend? Like, what is happening? Like, it's Speed and Flipside are playing hip hop, like, and it's working. And it's
Wow,
like,
so you guys kind of started
so
a cultural
crazy.
shift.
When we're talking about in these rich like celebrity clubs, it was always just dance music. So then for us to introduce the hip hop and show that it can work, we help break that hip hop into that world, which is
That's awesome.
really, really, really crazy because they were so scared, but we really helped bridge that gap and show that you can play a Euro record on the same night as you can play a Biggie record, a Jay-Z record, all of that. So I feel like that was one of those situations where we kind of took, hey, we know this is great, and you might not know it yet, but you're gonna get into it, and it proved to work.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Right.
I didn't know there was that influential shift back then. That's kind of cool. I hear that.
But
Isn't
okay,
it crazy?
but in terms of shift now, since if we get on that same topic, then what is the shift now? I guess I know EDM is probably the rage right now. I could be wrong, but
It's
No,
it
reggaeton.
Yeah, EDM is like a broad term.
right, it's an umbrella.
So like
yeah.
So it's not like every club you're gonna hear dubstep or you can hear. It all depends on the clubs. So like there's the bottle popping clubs where it's like hip hop and like it's majority hip hop, but then there'll be dance music. Now it's still like the gap of like 50-50 of going back and forth.
Right.
It's depending on where you at. A lot of it they don't want to hear EDM. They just want to hear hip hop. Or they want to hear. Actually, the big shift is there's a lot of disco has been coming back.
Really?
And people are playing. Oh yeah. There's a lot of spots where disco. It's not just disco. It's like remixes of 2000s music with disco beats, or things like that. It's kind of cool where they're making these remixes of very, very popular songs, but making them disco. And it's actually doing really, really, really well. And like you could still throw it back to like ABBA and Dancing Queen and
gimme,
stuff
gimme.
like that, but gimme, all that. And
Slaps every
then
time
you
it
could do,
comes
like,
on.
you could do deep cuts like that, or you could do. Now, those aren't even deep cuts. Those are like the in-your-face disco. I mean,
Right.
Of course.
some people are playing YMCA, but like that's not like they're like whatever. But like
That's
you get
like
like real disco
activation
cuts,
chip.
like First Choice and like Earth, Wind and Fire and like stuff like that, and then remixes of that, and just making them more modern. That's actually been it's been a really, really cool thing. I mean, you think about like Dua Lipa and like how she's got such a big disco sound to her, and like that's been a big push. And like as long as it's sing along, they like it. Like all the Chapel Roan, like Pink Pony Club is huge.
Oh yeah,
Like,
my girls
like
love that.
remixes
They're
of it.
8 and 6. They love that song.
Yeah, all the
So-
Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift, all that stuff. They just want to sing along.
Right.
So
Yeah.
how many years have you been playing for now? Like in clubs and venues?
I mean, I started DJing when I was 13, so
So that's 30 years.
Yeah,
We're getting old.
Yeah.
So has there ever been a moment where the music shifted to kind of what was trending was not your style of music, but you had to play it anyway? Like, do you often play music you don't enjoy yourself because that is what's going on?
Yeah, because everything is gonna have its moment, like it all depends on where I'm at. Like if I'm DJing for the Bulls, like at a Bulls game, like I'm not gonna say like I'm the biggest knowledgeable person about country music, but I know some stuff. So and I know that there's an audience in that stadium that's gonna want it. So yeah, I'll drop some country or I'll drop some stuff. But I always try to do it in my own way, in my own style. That's what sets me apart from somebody else who just plays a song. I'll find a way to make it fit next to something that you might not expect and make it sound good. Like we were talking about programming, that you could just, if you can make it work, then it's different.
That is also actually very important because I do remember back in college, I wasn't okay. I'll say this: when I was in high school, going into college, I was the edgelordy guy, like listening to prog rock, like Limp Bizkit, like Korn type of thing. Which, by the way, Korn is actually going to be in Lollapalooza this year. They just gave the headline.
Yeah, I saw that.
They gave it out a couple days ago. So I signed myself up to try to get tickets and stuff like that because I'm like, my high school self is just like, Korn. Oh my God, I remember that stuff, right? Don't read the lyrics.
First two albums.
Yeah, don't read the lyrics though. Don't read the lyrics. But no, going back to what I was saying, Lo, there was always a misconception to me. Every time I go to the clubs, it's like, oh, well, all the women are the clubs, so you got to go to the clubs. But for me, it was like most DJs to me felt like they were really just hitting the next button on their Apple or whatnot, right? I think now that some of these like the Pioneer set that I showed and everything came out, I think now we have more kids that are, actually learning about transitions and like, the beat matching and everything like that. But was there a time before that you started getting like places, venues, probably small bars here and there, just hiring whoever that just had an iPod, or like, and just played necks and stuff like that? Was there like the dark times essentially for DJing? I mean,
most of the time, in the earlier days, if you're DJing, then you understood what your job was, and you had to pay for the music that you were gonna play. So like you really were selective on what you were getting. So you're not just gonna play like you cared about the art of it.
Right.
I mean, you have wedding DJs that don't mix at all. They just press play and then fade in, fade out.
Right.
I've seen so I DJ'd in Las Vegas at a pool party. I can't remember which one it was, but I was actually I was headlining, and the person opening for me was Sasha Grey,
the porn star. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Gen Z, do you know porn? No. Okay, gotcha.
So the way that she played was literally like an iPod. She pressed play, turned one fader up, and then turned the other fader down. And then she went to the next one, turned one fader up, turned the other fader down. And she's like, "How am I doing?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, you got good songs."
Where you're like, don't quit your day job.
But I mean, she's there because of her name, and she brings people in there. So to the promoter, they don't care.
But actually, that's a thing. That's still a thing, though. Like obviously, like Paris Hilton, I think, tried to do DJing or music at one point. What's her name?
She's better now.
She's better. Well, yeah.
Haktua did like a DJ set somewhere.
Haktua, yeah, or like Elon Musk's ex girlfriend or ex wife or something.
Grimes,
yeah. She had.
Grimes was like a whole ass musician. Though.
No, she had like tried to do DJ. She's a musician, but like I guess not.
But like, I mean, like,
okay,
like a
so
singer.
Do you know about what happened Do you know the story about the Grimes at Coachella? It was Coachella, right?
No.
Yeah, it wasn't Coachella. So like,
Yeah.
yeah. So she did a set. Apparently, something bad happened. She started saying, "Oh, like it just was a complete mess." I guess you can say more about what about it.
Yeah. Well, because I'm a nerd, so I know the tech behind it. So so basically, you have Rekordbox as the program that you use to set up your music for if you're just using USB sticks and you're using the Pioneer CDJ 3000s, you have to plug in your USB stick and that's where all your music is. So when you use Rekordbox, it analyzes your music and like it'll tell you, oh, this song is 128 beats per minute. This song is 124 beats per minute. This song is 140 or whatever. But that's where it gets tricky because if it's 140 and up, sometimes it miscalculates it and says that it's 70 beats per minute instead of 140. So because she's not a real DJ in terms of knowing how to
Music
beat
theory.
match without a sync button, she hits the sync button and a song that's supposed to be 140 is playing at 70 beats per minute. So it's like double timing. So then she doesn't know how whoever analyzed the file didn't change the BPM to be correct. So now her whole set is like all off beat. So she has to try to DJ without sync mode and she doesn't know how to do it. So then everything is crazy.
So
And
Wow.
that's so
for
she
anybody,
stops in the middle of her set and just yells at like, I don't know what's happening, guys. I'm so sorry. And blah, 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 blah. Like my music's not reading right, but I'm just going to try to use my ears to DJ. And everyone's like, you're supposed to use your ears to DJ. So,
she
like,
has no ears.
That's like part
Oh
of this.
man.
real
Yeah,
quick
so
for
that's
people
like
in the
part of
chat.
prep.
This is
Yeah.
the sync button when you have that Pioneer thing. And as a beginner, when I saw all the YouTubes, because I was just learning everything from YouTube, every one of them were just like, don't use the sync, but like learn without the sync button, essentially. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
If,
Yeah.
if you're
I
doing dance
never
music,
used
it's
that.
easy.
Right.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like, but yeah, here in the chat, Idris Elba is a DJ. Yeah, he's actually a good DJ. Idris Elba is actually a good DJ. I've heard him
Really?
DJ.
Oh.
I did not
He's
know
actually
she actually.
pretty good.
Really? What about Rebecca Black?
Yeah. I didn't. I no. Didn't
Isn't
she
that
do
like
a boiler
it's
room?
Fridays?
Did she do
Yep.
what's Boiler Room for the non-DJ
okay.
people around here?
Okay. So boiler room started as a really, really cool thing, where
Oh, yeah. What? London, right?
yeah, and like they'd have a DJ like in this room, and instead of like the DJ being like on one side of the room and everybody just facing him, they'd put the DJ in the middle of the room and be surrounded like in the circle. And they'd be all close, like in the DJ booth with the guy. So then when he's like DJing, everyone's jumping up and down, and it just seems like a very intimate party. And it goes crazy. Like it just looks like the craziest party because everybody's in this room, and like really, really jam packed, close. It's like sweaty. It's like so they call it. It's a boiler room, and they
Right.
used to have like some of the best DJs in there, and like just having just really, really, really amazing sets. And then it got so big that like, oh, I want to do a boiler room set. I want to do a boiler room set, and then they started doing boiler room sets with all these people who are sets. So now there's like DJs that aren't DJs doing boiler room sets just because like they have this huge following and it's, oh, that's the cool thing to be DJing with the boiler room on the boiler room channel. And like Rebecca Black did a DJ set, and her last song she did like a remix of It's Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always
I
Friday.
hated
Yeah,
that
right.
song.
You do?
but-
That's like the one
No.
most like everybody's heard of it, and everybody like it gets stuck in your head. It's
Well, I
Friday,
Like that was stuck in
Friday,
my head.
and
Oh.
Sunday
Yeah.
comes afterwards.
Friday. You're singing it so low. She was like way higher. than
No,
the
no,
falsetto.
that part when she's
Friday.
like, today is Friday, tomorrow is Saturday, and Sunday comes afterwards. Do you guys not know that song? I don't want to.
Yeah.
So real quick though, on our screen right now, so there is a Boiler Room Chicago. Is that the same organization?
No, that's a pizza spot. Is it?
No, it's not. Yeah, look.
No.
Look at my screen.
No, I mean they do different events. Like
What?
yeah, so they do it in different locations.
Ah,
So
Istanbul, Montreal. There you go.
So it's like a
Lagos.
Yeah.
traveling event, like Lala used to be. Yeah.
What
No,
Lalo
but the
used to be.
Chicago
So
spot is
Well-
straight up a pizza bar, though.
No, dude, there you go. 13th of June. We should get tickets.
is that this year?
That's this year, 2025.
there?
That's cool.
Who's there?
Oh wait. Oh,
Can we get
April
DJ Flipside there?
15th. April
oh wait, no,
15th.
we'd have to do it 14th.
Yeah.
The 13th is sold out. It says.
Oh, I'm gonna be in Maine.
Boo.
Oh, I know.
It
Boo
doesn't.
here.
I don't think
Boo
it
some
says
bitches.
though. But anyway. But yeah, chat just said Rebecca Black will be in Lola too.
That's awesome.
Good for her. keeping the fine
Oh, wow.
words,
No,
yeah.
honestly, good for her. I think she's kind
for
of
her.
definitely like. I mean, she's definitely. I think she recognized how ridiculous her song was. I think you know.
Good, right? She was.
Yeah,
She-
I just hate how much hate she got for it. Like
Yeah.
I'm glad that she made it out of that unscathed.
Oh
like,
yeah.
not suicidal and like actually like made something big out of it.
Oh no. She definitely like she definitely did a right way, unlike Hawk Tua for sure. In terms of the like 15 minutes of fame type of situation. But here I got the lineup for Lollapalooza, by the way. So, yeah. So there you go, Corn, right there, Corn.
Yep.
That's my high school self
Doechii.
is giddy as hell.
Doechii.
Doechii.
I don't know. Cole.
She's on there.
Yeah, Doechii's
Yeah.
on there.
Oh shit.
Dude, do you think we should do like
Actually, a pretty
a
good lineup this year.
should we do a topical drinks
is.
live from Lollapalooza? Do you think we can be big enough to get a booth like
Yes.
that?
Maybe in like 2038, you know.
Big enough for money. All you have to
Not a
do
real
is
year.
I wanted a VIP
Not a
spot.
year.
All you have to do.
Man, your cell phone
have
data is
you-
not working during Lala.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, we're
True.
gonna have to do other means.
We're gonna have to post it.
Flipside,
It's gonna be post-production.
I've been following you a lot, obviously, because I've known you since like 4th grade.
Oh, there she is, Rebecca
But-
Black.
What is the biggest thing you played? You think?
Biggest thing that I've played.
Like events? Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, so I've done a lot of dope stuff. Like I've done the All-Star game when it was in Chicago. I was DJing that game. I've done the NBA Saturday All-Star Saturday night in Toronto, which was the dunk contest with Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, which was like
I remember
cool.
that.
the best dunk contest before Mac McClung. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. He just took it over.
Like that was amazing, but probably one of the most memorable ones I've done. Like I was on tour with Pitbull, and
cool.
Enrique Iglesias, and so like
Nice.
I've done like I did like a 25 city tour with them. It was Pitbull, Enrique Iglesias, and J Balvin before he was big. That was really dope.
How exhausting?
Pitbull and I'm sorry.
How exhausting was that? A 25 cities tour.
So
Like, were you-
actually, so what's crazy about that is I was still working for B96 at the time, and I was doing my show Flipside at 5, which was Monday through Friday at 5 o'clock. I would go into the radio station and DJ live. I'm actually the first DJ in Chicago history to play live on the air at 5 p.m. like on a
Nice.
Monday through Friday set.
Really?
Oh, really?
So
Nice.
On the way
Cool
home
fact.
from work.
There you go. Topical drinks.
Yeah,
We
so-
made history. We got a first timer for something in our chat. Who could also
So-
get us Enrique Iglesias? Maybe, please.
What was crazy about the tour was my boss at B96 was like, we will let you go on tour as long as any day that you're not doing a show for Pitbull, you fly home and do the radio show live. So
Oh,
I
Wow.
wasn't like on a tour bus
That's nuts.
with them. I was doing a show like in, Miami, fly home, do my radio show. Then there'd be another another date the next day, fly back to wherever, do that show, maybe do an after party, jump on a plane, go back. I was
Wow.
flying back and forth to make those work. So
So-
I have a couple days that'd be in a row in one
Jeez.
city or two cities back to back, and then fly back, do B96, a couple days in a row, depending on how the tour dates like were routed. But like, yeah, there were days where it was literally nonstop, just traveling
That had to
on
be
the plane.
stressful as hell. Jeez.
Yeah,
Sounds-
and it was, and then if I wasn't live when I was doing the Pitbull show, I pre-recorded a show to send in. So then I was still like working on those days that I wasn't there live. But like, still, it was just like, not only was I doing a mix, I would also mixing live, and then I'd record a mix, and then doing, like all this, so much going on, the prepping for the show, for the Pitbull show, and then doing that show, and then like setting up, tear down, like all the things. And then, so that was like an crazy time. But I'd say probably one of my biggest shows was in Manila in the Philippines, where
and you're Filipino. There you go.
Yes, exactly. So it was like the homeland. So it was like the
Nice.
first outdoor EDM festival ever held in the Philippines.
Nice.
I was there with Afrojack, Cedric Gervais, Dev, Cobra Starship, and somebody else that was there that I can't remember. So we were like, it was outside of the Mall of Asia, and in their parking lot, and there was 100,000 people in the crowd. So that was literally the biggest thing that I could have done.
It looks like we got some Philippines in the chat. Actually, they're asking Homeland, was it 1,000 degrees?
Oh yeah, it actually wasn't that bad. I want to say it was probably like 80 degrees or so. Like it wasn't like 99 or anything like that, but it wasn't crazy humid. It was actually decent. It was hot, but it wasn't like we weren't dying. But it was also at night in our sections or during our set, so it cooled off a little bit at that point. So it was comfortable. It was awesome. Big stage, fireworks, like pyro, the whole thing. Like it was so dope. Always remember that.
Awesome.
So you mentioned you played with like Afrojack, and you've probably played with some other amazing or big stars, should I say? Could you think of any other like DJs out there that you just think of their level of technicalities and how they apply music theory is just like on another level that only someone who knows DJing can really appreciate? Who's out there that like really deserves more flowers because they are super duper amazing, you think?
Rebecca Black. Not just kidding.
You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So there was I mean, if you're talking about people, if you're talking locally,
not just
or,
local,
you're
but
talking,
they could be
like,
they could be pretty famous too, but like maybe they've been forgotten or not as heard about anymore. Someone who inspired you, perhaps.
yeah, if you're talking about like Jazzy Jeff is always one of my big influences.
Really? Really?
Yeah, it's so like I have my top three is always it's Jazzy Jeff, Bad Boy Bill, and Dimitri from Paris. And they're all awesome for different reasons, right? Like Dimitri from Paris, not a lot of people like they don't really know who he is, but like
He's 61 years old.
house DJs and like people who love disco and like he's been around for a long time. So he's always been one of my biggest one of my favorite DJs because the way he DJs is just so smooth and so clean. He doesn't really do anything like in terms of like scratching or anything like that. It's just his programming, his selection. He's got music that nobody has because he was able to get like the original like studio session of it and make a remix of it, like his own style of it. And it's like incredible. And then Bad Boy Bill is, he was on B96 and who's someone who I listened to on the radio growing up. And I wanted to be on B96 because of someone like Bad Boy Bill, because he was just creative. He scratched, doing house music and just like doing all the Chicago stuff. That's just so incredible and inspiring. And, to know that as he's come from a DJ to be a producer to like a smart businessman where he was a part owner of Beatport, which is a website where people can buy music for MP3s for DJs. It's like one of the first websites for DJs. Like like he's just, and he's one of the nicest guys in the world. So like
That is important.
now that he's actually one of my friends now, like to know how down to earth and how awesome he is as a person is almost more inspiring than his accolades as a DJ. Is what's crazy.
Nice.
So like
Awesome.
you have guys like that, and you got good guys like Jazzy Jeff who are just incredible on the decks, where he can do stuff technically that's awesome, that'll blow your mind just by watching his set. Every one of his sets has it's his own style, and you can tell, okay, that's Jazzy Jeff. Like that's the kind of shit that I like about DJ Jazzy Jeff. He's more than just being the sidekick of the Fresh Prince. He's done so much as a DJ, and I think he's done. He just did something where he's creating the music for the World Cup when it comes in or something. I can't. He's doing something that's like on some other stuff that's happening because I guess the theme song for the World Cup because the World Cup is coming to the North America.
Yeah, 2026
for the men.
Yeah,
yeah. So like I think he was involved in doing like a Philadelphia style version of the World Cup anthem. Like, so like he's doing stuff outside of just hip hop, like it's so fucking great.
Hold on, so they're making anthems for every host city?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I do have one question though. Like, sorry, real quick, not to cut you off though. But when you're talking with like all the DJs that you have that you make friends with and stuff like that, do you guys ever have like DJ jam sessions? You know how some people with like guitars would have like jam sessions. Like you guys just be like, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah. So, like it really depends. Like you have guys that are scratchers. Mm-hmm. So then what happens is you'll play a beat and then it'll be like 4 bars, this guy will scratch, and then the other guy will respond. So they call it question and answer. So it's like one guy will do a scratch, and then the other guy will respond to his scratch, and then they'll just keep going back and forth. Or if there's like 8 guys in a circle, then each guy will just take a turn and they'll like put their 2 cents in the conversation.
So it's like a dance-off type of situation thing. It's like, no, I respond question and answer though. I never heard of that term. That's cool.
Yeah. So it's really, so that's like a DJ will do that. Or then you have, if you're doing like a long set, you have what's called back-to-backs. So it's like one guy will play some records, then the other guy will go. So then they're just like playing back-to-back, like, just trading off. You play this song, let me play something better. Let me play something better. Let me play something, like they kind of go back and like do that. And then the crowd wins, because they're just trying to top each other. So it's really, really, really fun to see back-to-backs.
Okay.
That's become a lot. They're booking parties a lot more now where, these 2 DJs, you've never seen them play together, but now they're doing a back-to-back. Like, so like it's kind of fun.
It sounds like a very dueling piano type of situation, but with DJ sets essentially.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Totally.
Yeah. God, man, you make me want to like dust this DJ thing off and try again.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's as long as you love the music that you're playing, then you're always gonna have fun doing it. So
yeah, and also this thing costs $300, so I can't return it, so I gotta use it.
I never understood
Facebook Marketplace, man.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Gabe.
On a small scale, I never understood it. I just have this like strong, vivid memory. My father used to actually DJ for supplemental income because he worked in, video, audio, technician, engineering type stuff for like hospitality. And I remember he would be doing DJ work on a computer. I remember I was being very loud playing video games once. And he was like, "Shut up, I'm trying to work here." And I'm like, "You're not working, you're just making beats." And he got so mad. He was like, "You don't know what the hell you're talking about." But anyway, then I realized, wait, there was this guy that would come visit the home sometimes, and he would like listen to a few songs, and he'd be like, "All right, we'll take this one and this one." I didn't know what was happening. Like, is he selling the song for the radio? Like, I don't get it. Like, how does that work? How does the radio business work?
Oh, radio is a whole different thing. So like Like
So
what your
B96.
dad was, what your dad was probably doing was he was making beats for somebody who can sing on top of it or rap on top of it or do something like that. Potentially, because if somebody's going to come in and say, "I will take that beat," I'll take that beat, then it could be either that or he's making music for, somebody who, hey, we need a commercial and we need music that's going to go in the background of this commercial. Like it could be, you could make, do that. But, when you're talking about radio, you're talking about the radio. I mean, the radio business is definitely dying because it's based on ratings, like people listening and then, you selling ads so that people can hear the ads, that's where the money things happen. But if people aren't listening, it's hard for people to spend money on, yeah. So what the way radio works is they're trying to play the best music in a limited amount of time for the people that can hear it, so that when they turn to your radio station, they hear a song that they know, that they love, that they'll sing along to, and then, not change the station. And so it's all based on ratings, right? So if the ratings are high, then they can sell more ads for a higher cost. So if the ratings aren't high, then it's harder to sell ads, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you might hear the same song 300 times a day within, the span of 2 hours, you might hear the song twice because not everyone's having the radio on that long that they'll turn it on and then, that's my song. I heard, yeah. Those are like the power records.
They're trying to use them like hooks, like in a fishing. They're trying to fish and the hit songs are like hooks, and they're like, I like this song. I'm here.
Yeah. But the way ratings actually work is through something called the people meter. So they only give like this meter out to like a certain amount of people. And those people are pretty much telling you what Chicago wants to hear, So if it actually picks up the audio of what they're listening to and like,
okay.
Yeah. So it'll be like, if you're listening to B96, it'll get the frequency and record that, okay, he listened to B96 at 9:48 and then he turned off at 9:50. So then you can actually see, what was I playing at 9:50? Oh, we were playing Justin Bieber. Oh, that's why they turned off. So like,
damn, JB,
not the
JB
beat.
catching strays on the podcast.
But,
Come on, Flip.
but on that particular person, that's how it could have been. So
JB, I don't agree with him.
it goes into that whole thing.
Nice.
Is that your cat's name is Justin Bieber? Or?
No, that's
that would have been funny.
or Thanos.
No,
But yeah, so
that's
like
Cersei, one of our brands.
Brand ambassadors.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Hey, I have
So
one more
is it-
question for you, Flip.
Yeah.
So, what's the sexiest club that you can possibly play at in Chicago? Or are there like a bunch like at the same level? Like,
define
if you play there.
Define sexy.
you got to define
I
that.
mean,
right?
I'm trying to define it as in the upper echelon of clubs in Chicago.
Don't say soundbar.
Like, if you're-
Don't say soundbar. My God, don't say soundbar.
No, it
Soundbar
wouldn't be
got some
sound.
good music. It wouldn't though.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
soundbar
underground.
is music driven. They actually
Prism.
push the DJs
Do
like
they?
on to bring like they'll have like a
Ooh,
lot
their
of like
music
guest
slaps.
fluid flying in. Yeah, they do a lot of more like the EDM stuff, the harder stuff. That's
Yes.
like you don't have to.
Yes.
They don't have to be super commercial there.
That-
They're doing it for like the dance culture.
That's
essentially.
highly
Downstairs is,
disappointing,
like,
man, for me
top
because I fucking hate
2000s.
soundbar. But that's just my experience at soundbar. That's
do you
just
hate
my
about it?
experience.
So
Oh God, everything.
So-
As a single, when you become single, like on that, like being there, it's just I don't know. As someone that's not
So
a big
I
fan
was-
of clubs is the worst place for clubs, I would say. Oh, Radius. Someone just
Yes.
said Radius in our chat.
Wait.
Radius.
I want to hear about the clubs. Oh, Radius. No,
well, I
Prism.
was just gonna say
Radius is huge.
since you mentioned
Radius is
soundbar,
Yeah.
I was actually I DJ'd the first night of Soundbar opened.
Really?
Oh,
Oh wow.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. So it's
So
your
I was-
fault that it's still alive? Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude.
shout out to DJ
Yes.
Flipside.
Ew, ew.
So I was I DJ'd the hip hop floor. So I
Nice.
DJ'd the bass
Yeah, downstairs.
the basement.
Hip hop.
And then
Yeah.
upstairs, it would be like real house DJs, like real house music and stuff like that. So I got to play alongside of some really, really great DJs. And yeah, I was there like the first maybe 3 years that it opened.
Really?
And
And
yeah,
now-
it's crazy that it's still open and still
Yeah,
going.
I think it's like what?
Wow.
How many years now?
No.
It's more than 10 now. Definitely more
Yeah,
than
it's
10.
still
oh
going.
yeah, no, it's got to be it's got to be close to 20 now.
Yeah, close to 20 now. Like
Yeah.
it was definitely there when I moved to Chicago, and I moved to Chicago in 2012. So
Because
Yeah,
I was
it was
I was
there before
going there
that.
in my 20s, so and
Yeah,
I'm
that-
45.
Well, like
so-
Tao. Well, it used to be
Yeah.
Castle or Excalibur, but it's called Tao now, like the New York Tao.
no, before it
Yeah,
became before it was Excalibur, it was something else too. It was
Yeah. Castle, wasn't it?
I
Oh,
no.
it was Castle after it was Excalibur.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
true. It was Excalibur, Castle, and then now Tau, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And then
Tao's,
they had the other
Tao's like
side
a
that was
different
Vision.
giant club.
So you gotta
Tao's
okay,
like
so there definitely is a difference between like people that go to clubs not liking clubs, but that's where everybody is, and you get like kind of dragged into it. So my
We
experience
had the discussion.
right, but my experience would basically be the overpriced drinks and basically having to compete with dudes that are like 1 foot 2 feet
Wait.
taller than me. No, yeah, you know that sort of
Wah,
thing, right?
So-
Wah wah, exactly.
Sexual
Hey, do you have that?
selection.
Do you have that in your soundboard? Wah wah.
Yeah. No, I took that out actually. 'cause
He only
I-
has
Ah.
ugly things. Exactly.
Well, he's got. He
Why
also
would
got.
put that?
He's also got a weird Jaguar or Cougar. What was that at the
well,
beginning?
That was
yeah, that
cool.
was because I DJ'd for Northwestern University.
Ah,
There was parts
Oh.
where they needed me to play that, so that's why I had that. on there.
Okay.
hilarious.
Do you have a? Do you have a?
Northwestern.
Sorry, I should remove that actually.
For a bull, do you have like
Oh,
a
it's-
bull, a charging bull, I guess, or something?
no,
But
we
the
don't
Bulls
really have
opening-
a sound for
Bulls
that,
opening
for
theme,
those.
you know?
Wait,
So
is
actually-
Northwestern sound patent?
When was the last time you guys have gone to a Bulls game?
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
yeah.
A
Man,
long
never.
time. Yeah, Gen Z doesn't like bulls.
Oh,
Apparently.
I can't remember the last time.
Okay. First
Yeah.
off, I
At
should
least 10 years.
I should
Wait,
give.
wait. I think he's about to give us tickets. Hold on. Let him talk. Like,
Oh, okay. Then I'll shut up because I was about to give a context.
Yeah.
I'm actually like was raised in Columbus. I'm a Cavs fan, so I've like watched the
Okay.
Cavs a lot. And actually, the only time I think I saw a Bulls game was in Atlanta back in 2009. Yeah, 2009. They were in Atlanta. So our boss at the time gave us Hawks tickets, and the Bulls were there.
Hawks.
So that was the only time I saw a Bulls game. I've never seen the Bulls in United Center. So
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's a totally different experience watching the Bulls at home, because of like the iconic intro, and like if you go to a game and you like see just the intro alone is just
That intro is
is-
great. That intro is great. I think about Michael
It's
Jordan.
iconic because of Jordan and
Yeah.
like the serious thing, the serious
Yeah.
song. The song's called Serious. And like, but so part of my job with the Bulls is doing some of the music for the videos that they have there too. So if you've been to a game, there's like 3 videos that happen before we actually like start like the introductions and everything. So, and this year we did a video, a history. We always do a history video. And the history is like shows like historic Bulls, replays and stuff like that. And then we have different music. I did one. It was like a Frank Sinatra Chicago remix. Chicago, my kind of
Yeah,
town.
yeah,
Chicago.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
did like a hip hop remix to it.
nice.
And this year, or the past 2 years, it was a Common, mega, like he's got a song called The South Side, and I re-edited it. So instead of saying I'm coming from the south side of the shy, I just made it say I'm coming from the shy. And then like I took different announcers and re-edited it to the song and created like rap lyrics from different Common songs to make this like kind of video to talk about the history of basketball and the history of the Bulls. And like, there's all these cool things that happen in this. The video team made it this incredible video for it. And like, there's all these different opportunities that they give me to do music for these kind of things. So now all these videos lead up into, player introductions, or, the visitor team introduction, blah, 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 blah. And then blackout. And then it goes into this big cinematic video of like running of the Bulls. And it's like, animated Bulls that are running. And then I did the music for that leads up into Sirius. And all of that stuff kind of like, it just, when you go there and you see like the pyro comes up, or what, it just gives you chills.
Right.
And you to look at any other NBA team at their introductions, like nothing compares to the feeling you get from watching that. So you should definitely try to make it to a game.
You want to buy a ticket right now?
Yeah, maybe I should.
I don't. It's just
actually, when are the Cavs? When are the Cavs in town? Maybe I'll do it there.
You just missed them, actually.
Oh, I did. God damn! Oh man.
Yeah, actually DJ'd that game. I DJ'd against the Cavs.
Oh, you DJ? Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's really, really cool that they give me the opportunity to do things other than DJ for the game, is like make the music for these videos, which actually leads to the Sugar Hill Gang thing that we did. I don't know if you saw that.
Course.
What's the sugar?
So
what is that?
So we did a halftime show with Sugar Hill Gang for the 50 years of hip hop, and we flew them in, and they performed at halftime. I did a special mix for them, and they performed it. But what's really cool is we did a side video, and we went to the Bulls locker room, and like I made an acoustic version of Rapper's Delight. So I made it. Are you guys familiar with Tiny Desk?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The NPR thing.
Watch it all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I did like a Tiny Desk version of Rapper's Delight. So I like played the beats. DJ Marquis, he played the keys, and then my boss Michelle, she was like, "Yo, we want to make this really, really dope." So like, she gave us the opportunity to bring Sugar Hill Gang in the locker room, film it, and then like I was actually like directing them. I'm like, "Hey, we kind of cut it to do this, and like, your rap is actually going to jump from this part to this part." And then I was like directing them, which is crazy to think that I'm directing, a Sugar Hill Gang,
Nice.
And
That's
then
crazy.
Like it just became like this big video that we put on YouTube, and the Bulls put it on, and like, it ended up being so well received that we won an Emmy for it. And that's actually how I got the Emmy. So
I gotta find it then. Okay.
Yeah. It should be.
Yeah.
I know I posted it on my Instagram. So,
yeah. Do you guys hear chat viewers, Gabe, Yada? You guys hear that? We got an Emmy Award
We have
winner
an Emmy winner.
here, man.
in the building.
Yeah. What did you do?
Yeah. What's
Wait. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Go ahead. Oh, he's gonna bring it out. He's gonna bring it out.
What I did was I mixed brewed champagne with my red.
Ah, there's the Emmy.
Oh,
there it is.
Shit.
Woo!
Let's see.
How heavy is it?
I was about to ask, how heavy is it?
It's got weight. It's got weight to it.
Does it? But it feels so small. Like,
It's
is it
gold.
just the base? The
Yeah,
base, the base is
base.
heavy, but the top though, it seems, I guess, thin.
Nice. Where do you?
Fuck yeah, man. Oh, real quick, he mentioned Tiny Desk. I still gotta say, my favorite Tiny Desk concert, quote unquote, or event was with T-Pain. By the way,
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was the best one. The T-Pain one. That
the
was
T-Pain
really
one.
awesome.
Nice.
Which, by the way,
Flip.
Okay.
by the way,
Your camera's legit, dude.
T-Pain is gonna be at Lola this year too. By the way,
I fucking love
Oh.
T-Pain.
That's another
T-Pain's
reason why.
hilarious.
That's another reason why I want to go to Lola this year. Corn and T-Pain.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys saw this, but Moist Critical the other day, a video
Moist?
released on his channel,
Oh, this
and
is
it
Gen
was
Z.
just T-Pain wearing a fucking wig. And he just goes, as a Z-list celebrity, I get asked to do a lot of stupid shit. And sometimes I say yes.
He's a B at a minimum.
T-Pain's awesome. His
that- he
He
streams
does
are
do a
awesome.
lot of random ass shit, though.
Real,
So out of respect
yeah,
for
go
your
ahead. Go ahead.
time, Vince, are you like, how long can you go here? We want to make sure respect your time because you said cut off
Probably
at
like
9 earlier.
another like 5-10 minutes or so.
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, can I ask a
Can you-
question then?
Oh yeah, I do. Go ahead.
How do you feel about the TikTok DJs? Like, I don't know. There's this one guy on TikTok. He's a DJ named his username is XX. What is it? XX Tristan XO. And he does like those
Xbox
remixes
name.
where he like combines songs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
mashups
yeah.
they're called or something.
What do you think about people who blow up from that? Like, I feel like they blow up and they do that on TikTok, but then they're not like necessarily playing venues. You know what I mean? Or are they? Like,
mean-
I don't know.
Well, some are. I mean, DJing when you do
Does that open
when
up
you're thinking about it,
opportunities for people?
it can. But it's like when you're doing TikTok, you have like, 8 seconds essentially to do something, right? So they're trying to really capitalize on doing a lot of shit in that 8 seconds. But a lot of times when you see TikTok DJs when they're posting, that there's only so much you could do in an amount of time that really grab
it's
them.
usually the
And
lives that they get like gifts
Yeah.
and stuff from.
Yeah. Man, people are making bank on TikTok.
Re-
And if you're doing lives, yeah, I'm all for it. I mean, I know that's because you're actually DJing, There are people that just do clips of just where they're not really DJing. They're just like, this song is this song into
So,
this
yeah.
song into the, that's not really DJing, but
Mhm.
you're putting content that is very interesting for people to like, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know that song was sampled from this song or this song. So it's like
Mhm.
there's always going to be room for that. And if you do something creative, then I think that's awesome. And if it helped, there are people that are doing it and getting bookings from it and succeeding. But there's also people that are doing that and then you're putting them in a room and they don't know what to do. So like if you're using it to help you get bigger, then that's what social media is there for. So you should be doing it. You should be doing it better and trying to come up with other ways to let people know who you are. Because if they at least, let's say they follow you because of this 8-second clip, and then they listen to your mixes on Mixcloud or on YouTube or something else, then you got another listener just because of that video. So I think there's definitely a pro for it. Yeah.
There used to be a while back. This website is down now, but I think it was called Turntable FM or something like that, which people would just basically do their inner DJs. You would enter a room and people would just DJ. You take turns DJing, quote unquote, playing the next song. And there was one in particular that I was very, very big fan of called Mashups, and they would do amazing mashups. One of them was like a Nirvana mashup with Tron music, like Tron from what were they called? Very famous people, the Neutron. The French guys.
Daft Punk.
Daft Punk.
Daft Punk. It was Daft Punk with
Daft Punk,
Nirvana. It was amazing, right?
Only time I cried when a band broke up.
Yeah. Okay, so real quick
Yeah.
though, to respect your time though, can you play a set for us?
Oh, you want a whole set?
Or not a whole
Not a
set.
whole set.
A quick 1 minute thing, I guess.
Play us out.
Yeah, play us.
Here,
No,
hold on.
we still got an hour, Yadu. You're still
Oh, play himself out.
play
Oh,
himself out. Yes, play yourself out. There it is.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me stand up here.
All right, guys.
Nice.
This is
The first musical guest.
We're gonna have to mute this whole part for YouTube.
Yeah, this DJ. No, it's his music. I think
yeah.
it'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
We'll
It's
find
his-
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 You want?
Give me
I
one
could just
there.
play.
Here's DJ Flipside on our tiny desk. Topical Drinks tiny desk.
You got the lights and everything. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lights go to the music. So. Hold on 1 second, just like get this set up here.
Oh, he's grimesing it. He's grimesing it.
I got camera movements and everything.
Damn. Yeah, dude.
That's gotta be AI.
Tell me what you trying to do. Tell me what you trying to do. Tell me what you trying to do. It's a living right now. 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 It's a living right. It's a living right. It's a living right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Now.
Yay!
Yeah.
Awesome.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
What you trying to do? So tell me what you trying to do. So tell me what you trying to do.
There you go.
There we go.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. I did. Sorry. Did
Oh, yeah.
some of it cut off to you guys or not?
It was in and out. Like the,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
it sounded amazing, but it would occasionally
Oh,
cut out, but-
it sounded amazing. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna have to fix that. This is our first musical guest, by the way. All right.
I don't know how loud I was sending to you anyway either. So
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
It might have
That
been
was
cut off
great.
on your side too. Maybe I don't know. Your mic maybe it peaked and that's why we lost some of
Yeah,
it.
it could have been. It could
Yeah.
have been.
Hey
It
man.
could have been because of Video Ninja too. So
Oh no. I'm getting the sound from Discord.
oh, got you. Oh,
Yeah. So Discord
That
is the
could be
one
it,
that
too.
that's where it's going. Anyway, regardless though, these are all like things that we're gonna work on eventually as well for us. So
Yeah.
these are all growing pains for us too. Yeah. But all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, to respect your time, DJ Ninja, DJ Flipside, DJ Flipside. Thank you so much for joining us. Our first musical guest, by the way.
Thank you so much, Vince.
Yeah.
Hey, it was good being able to see you again and talk to you. It's
Yeah.
been
Yes.
20 years or so since I've seen you at a house party, and I think it was like Streamwood or something like that. And I remember seeing
Yeah,
you, and I was
dude.
like, holy shit, man.
Yes. Me and JP go way back, and like, one of my first one of my memories of JP is he actually introduced me into Bohemian Rhapsody because
Oh, yeah.
he had seen
No
Wayne's
way.
World before I did. And
Ah.
then he played it. He played it on the record. He played it on vinyl, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What is this?" He's like, "Oh, "This is from Wayne's World." I was like, "Oh, okay. This is an interesting song. And then I saw Wayne's World, like, oh, so he actually
great.
he broke that record for me.
Dude,
He introduced that song to me.
Bohemian
I forgot
Rhapsody.
about that.
Bohemian Rhapsody is my go-to karaoke song, like to close out the
Karaoke?
night. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my go-to. I know every single like word from that song. It's great.
You have to have a karaoke song. You have to have.
You got to have a
at least
karaoke
one.
machine. I got a karaoke machine with that song definitely on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You
anyway.
upload some new songs on there.
Wayne
Yeah.
is a good go-to.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, DJ Flipside, thank you so much. You are our first.
Thank you.
Just like oh man, just like Soundbar, you were their first like music person. You were our first music person. So just like Soundbar, we might rise. We'll see.
We will continue.
Yeah. All right. Thanks,
All right,
DJ.
guys. Thank you.
Thank
See you,
you.
man.
Hey,
See
guys,
ya.
see ya.
See you, dude. That was sick.
That was,
That was
dude.
awesome.
That was amazing. That was our
Dude.
first
Oh, yeah.
musical guest
Got
for
an
sure.
Emmy winner.
Emmy
I
winner.
was
Shit.
having hella technical difficulties over here, my guy. I fucking
Yeah, dude,
popped
your
the
mic
bottle.
sound weird,
open.
kind of at a point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be
Yeah,
back.
yeah, sweet. I'm already
Or-
like 2 beers in. What's up with you guys?
How did it sound? How did it sound? Was it like too loud or what? Was it like?
No, his sound
Nah,
was
it like
his
got quiet.
his sound was
Oh, I
with
didn't
you,
notice.
yeah. With you got quiet, yeah. No, when I was talking about Flipside though, sometimes like his volume would peak and that we would lose a little bit of it. And I know it's not on
Yeah.
my side. I think it's on his side because like I was checking my mixer and his mixer never went beyond the red for me. Well, no, it went on
Yeah.
red, but it got beyond. So I'm pretty sure it was on his side. Plus, I'm picking up the audio from Discord on his side. So whatever.
I kept losing sound because I was caught in the rain today, and I think these bad boys got really
Oh,
soaked.
shit.
Oh no,
Yeah,
this
Caught
roll is still
soaked,
going on. I need
low
another
body
glass
Bunch
of
of
Yeah.
my
water.
neighbors
Headphones.
too. I was on the scooter. One of my neighbors on the scooter. When Nicole was on a bike, and I'm telling you, we were like soaked. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, this sucks. But I
Wait,
picked
what
up
time was that? Like,
just
3?
like 5.
oh,
4,
a storm
no,
came
6,
through. I
like
forgot
6.
about that. Yeah, I was
Were
on
you
the movie
sleeping?
that time. Nah.
Oh, you were with Joy watching the movie. Oh, with that your friend
Our friend,
watching
yeah.
the movie. I don't want to like put her name out there. I don't know. She might be running away from the police. Who knows?
What-
They might be running away.
Actually, I think she's on chat, dude. Shut up.
Oh, shout out to
No,
Movie
you're not saying.
Watcher.
Just shut up. Shut up.
Shout out.
Just shut the fuck up. Okay. Anyway.
Shout out. Shout out. You shut the fuck up.
All right, guys. That-
We're
you know
at
what?
that drunk part.
Hold on. We need more musical stuff like that, man. I think.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was awesome. That was great for sure. We're gonna set up a tiny desk. We should set up a tiny desk in Chicago. No, I'm serious. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What
Maybe-
the fuck's the tiny desk?
You never seen Tiny Desk? I can't.
You
I
know,
can't.
with the
Well, here I'll show you the best one, which he mentioned it, or no, he didn't mention. I mentioned it, and he recognized that it's probably the best one. T-Pain's Tiny Desk. I'll send it to you. I can't play it here though.
Okay. T-Pain tiny desk.
T-Pain
IDK
Tiny
had a good
Desk.
tiny desk. Who else?
Yeah, I watched it. He actually has a good like there's a
There, I sent
was
it.
it
I
Netflix?
sent it.
There was
I
a
sent it to chat.
documentary on him.
Who,
it was-
T-Pain?
Yeah, it was about like the history of music, and there was a whole episode dedicated to him about auto tunes and how controversial it was when he first started doing it.
I think he did it right though. I think he definitely like.
Yeah,
I get it. Like some people like get annoyed because I think it becomes overused. I think that's the biggest
Yeah.
problem. But
Mhm.
T-Pain definitely did it right. I love his music, and I'm actually pretty excited. Like Korn and T-Pain, those are my two that I'm definitely excited to see at Lollapalooza. So I'm definitely going
Yeah.
there now for sure.
I just got an interesting comment, guys. I'm gonna throw this out there. Someone said they should put Uno in casinos.
what? Where'd that come from?
I could see that.
I'm with that.
Uno, I'm with that.
Isn't that crazy though? Like,
Well, like,
that's
what,
actually
how
a solid
like,
idea.
The person
No.
who wins gets everything, or like
Yeah, what would be the winning like? 'Cause,
no,
like,
maybe there's like the largest pot, second pot, third pot, and then whatever. So like first Uno out takes the big portion.
What about war?
no, see that doesn't make sense. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I declare war.
I guess
Yeah.
why it doesn't make sense is because mostly like games like blackjack,
It's
Texas
two
Hold'em, and
players,
so on
too.
and so forth.
Yeah.
They're only like what 2 minutes, 5 minutes at most, or something like that each round.
Yeah.
There's no rounds in Uno. It's like
Uno
No.
just goes.
it's like adding Monopoly to Vegas or something like
They
that.
should.
Oh my god!
There should be some long
That'd be
game. There
cool.
should be D&D there too. Fuck it.
Dude, we
D&D,
might have a
yeah.
new.
Oh my god, are we
Dude,
starting
keep going
something,
here.
guys? Like long formed betting?
D&D.
A gaming casino
My
where you just
headphones
play
are good.
board
Oh,
games
this
or
is-
video games.
Like board games that
Everything
take
is
hours.
money-based. Like, yeah.
How would you
Like-
hold on. How would you do D&D? Put money on D&D. How would that work? Huh.
Well, yeah, because they could go for years in that.
I hear you right now.
So,
Yeah.
Comment about the second.
so you can't really D&D. It would have to be over in a couple hours. So like, I think the longest game you could probably do is like Risk.
Okay, so
'Cause those could go like 4 or 5 hours.
right, or like Othello, not Othello. Sorry, what's it called? What's the one?
Backgammon.
No, Catan. What is it?
Catan, yeah.
Catan, yeah.
Yeah, that could go a couple hours too.
Yeah. But
I
no,
play that game a lot.
but all those games are winner takes all though, which I guess
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. That's kind of
Yeah.
how things are.
I'll
But there's no dealer. That's the thing. There's no
Yeah,
house.
you'd
There's
have
no
to, like-
house. You'd have to like have like a way
Yeah.
the house wins, right? Because I mean
Or you just have
that's
some kind of different structure that isn't based on that.
right. You know what?
Yeah.
One thing that I think I mentioned before, maybe I didn't. When I used to live in Atlanta for a bit, when I was doing like my first job really out of college, there were these bars in Atlanta that would you don't have to put any money down, and they would have poker nights, and you just like go in. They're playing Texas Hold'em.
Oh yeah.
And you just sit down. You don't even have to put money down. You get more chips. Like you get a set number of chips, and you could just play. And you get more chips if you buy more drinks or if you buy food or stuff like that, right? And then I think like
Interesting.
winner and the second place, basically the last person before the winner and all that stuff, get bar money from that, right? So like there's like a set pot that is made, and there you go. So it's like you're not putting money
Okay.
in, and you're just playing, Texas Hold'em. It's fun.
That's cool.
I've never seen anything like that outside of Atlanta. And granted, this was 2009, 2010, right? So I'm not
Yeah.
sure if they still exist. But stuff like that would be great to have, right? Because it's like technically it's not gambling.
Mhm.
You're just going in. You don't even have to put money down,
So they got away from the gambling rules by doing that. That's
right, right. And you get more chips. So like you get more chips if you buy, beer or
Buy food and drinks.
Yes,
That makes
exactly.
sense.
Right, right. That stuff was awesome. And it was
Hmm.
like more than one bar. There were like 3 bars in Atlanta that would do that,
Yeah.
Stuff like that would be pretty cool. And then another thing in Columbus, Ohio, and Yadu might know this place. Well, no, actually Yadu might not know this place because it might have closed down before he was born, was this place that all the Asians and the weebs would love to go to. It had a little bit of a bowling alley too. I think it was called Momo's. And over that time, they would have fighting game tournaments every like Wednesdays or I don't know what. And that's when
he don't know that.
that's when
place.
I would actually see people slam down $20, betting on themselves, against other dudes
Bro,
and
from
stuff
the
like
bottle is crazy work, bro. What was that, bro? What's that? That's water.
I've just been using it as a water bottle.
that. It's just water.
Ah.
He thought it was
All right, because
vodka.
Topical Drinks does not advocate alcoholism, despite the title, because that was wild. We just need to disclose.
Yeah, guys. If you,
Alcohol. What's how you say alcohol?
guys, alcoholism is when you're drinking alone. So come drink with us every Wednesday,
Mhm.
9:00. Except today was a special
Correct.
day, which I am.
You
very,
guys ready for the big party
Yeah.
Friday?
Yes.
You got to come too. Can you come Friday? I know it's late as fuck right now.
I will not be there Friday.
God damn
I
it.
got a close friend's 40th birthday. So I'm sorry.
Oh,
Fourth
40th.
grade birthday?
40th.
Oh, 40th.
40th.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. His birthday's also Friday?
Yep.
We're milestoning, dude. We're on the same. We're like, it's like an octave.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah,
10
she's-
away.
Yeah.
A dectave? Yeah. All right,
I didn't
cool.
even know. I didn't know it was your
octave-
birthday party. I just thought it was a party.
Octus
I know what
8,
you're
by
gonna
the
say.
way. Octus
You
8.
said, wait.
I gotta correct you
I
on
know,
that.
I know.
Fucking idiot. Okay, sorry.
But we're like modular 5 and 10 and 2 mod 10.
And Gabe, what neighborhood do you live in again?
I live in the loop.
He lives in the city, like
In
in
the
the loop.
You know,
Yeah.
I
In the
worked
loop.
that day, so maybe I'll stop by for like a
Oh, I
minute.
meant, but my
What-
party's in River East. It's in River East.
Oh,
next to the River East
River East.
21.
No, his party's at
Movie
night
theater.
though, but I might actually be in downtown because I have to be in the office that day. It's like my third day swiping. So if you guys want to get lunch, I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
lunch
going
or
back home and then
happy
coming
hour
back?
afterwards.
No, I just might wear what I'm gonna wear. It's button down, right?
Okay. I'm dressing to the nines. I'm shooting. Wait,
Oh,
hey, guys.
Wait, I'm sorry. Do I have to wear a suit and tie?
No, you don't have to wear a suit and tie, but you could wear. You should wear a suit though, because we're gonna do photos. And my
Okay.
cousin's coming with another camera as well.
Okay.
And so you guys can have 2 cameras in rotation. We can take tropical drinks photos. So JP, you should come for at least a photo.
So I ordered my suit. It came
You
in,
should
it came
come
in
for
yesterday.
at least
Dude,
a photo shoot.
buying suits is hard for me.
Yeah,
Because
dude. You have to understand about suit buying thing. You always have
just measure your stuff.
no. You always have to
have.
get it tailored.
Yeah.
100%. You have to get it tailored.
I
dude.
haven't in the past, like I haven't needed to, but I tried on the stuff that I had, like the last suit that I wore,
Yeah.
and it's like my shoulders have like doubled since then, so it's just hiked up.
Right.
Yeah, I do.
I get.
Yeah,
I
dude.
told you, dude.
In
Yeah,
the,
dude.
in the past,
It went from a
in the past,
38
you were like,
to a
in the past, you were like 7
44.
years old, my guy.
Yeah, I know.
No.
That's what I'm gonna say,
It's talking
dude.
about from when I was like 19.
No, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. As you're an adult, you're going to have to start
Last
using the
week.
tailor a lot, dude. I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now. So
Dry
get-
cleaning
you-
is an expense you have to get into.
usually you're gonna get yourself a suit, right? And it's gonna be like upwards of 500 or whatnot, right? And
It should
that's
be at least 750. I think.
right.
I don't know.
And that suit is going to last you for years because you're gonna get it custom tailored right when you get it. It's got to be tailored, and then you're probably gonna get tailored again. So I've had my suit for plenty of years, and I just got it tailored for the wedding that I was at last weekend. And yeah, I mean, it still works. I got 3 more years in it because they just tailored. And remember, I just lost 25 fucking pounds. So I sized down a lot. So that thing was, I think, suited for me when I was like 200 pounds, you know? So, and it still works now after a tailor. So that's what I'm saying, man. You're going to grow up and you're going to have these suits that you're going to pay and you're going to use them for years because you're just going to keep working on them, right? That said, though, you probably, I don't know. I hope this thing does fit you well, but it'll probably fit you better before Gabe's party. Like if you were able to get
Well,
a tailor.
I just ended up like returning it and getting a smaller size for it because I was at a 38 is too small, 44 ended up being too big, so I went to 42.
Well, I mean, you could
38 was way too small.
you could try a different style then than just suits. All right. Well, anyway, now I know I need to actually wear a suit for your party. All right, I'll remember that for sure. It's that type. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited about that, man. Hold on. So you know what? Hold on. Yadu, I think you said something that there was a Gen Z thing. Now that I guess we can bring back politics now. But what Gen Z? Oh no, it happened a week ago. Never mind. Like, is it still relevant?
Well, Johnny Somali pleaded guilty.
Oh, I know that one.
Damn, I saw that. Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't even know who this person is.
All right.
I saw
Well,
that.
dude, you know what? You know what?
Cheeks.
It's great that you don't know.
Take the
Okay, so
cheeks.
here's the thing. So
This guy sucks.
the context is that, and I don't know if it's still a thing or if it's still popular right now, but they call them what was it, like just grievance like streamers,
Public menace.
menace streamers, right? And these people are basically, all they do is just go outside and just harass people, harass, and like
They're usually on Kick because
yeah.
you'll get banned on
Yeah,
Twitch.
YouTube bans
okay.
them, Twitch bans them now, and actually, I think Kick started banning too. Rumble is probably
Yeah,
the
but
only
kick
one.
bans aren't real.
Well, right, true. So there was this guy. His name is Johnny Somali, and this dude basically went to Japan because he purposely targeted Japan because he thinks like he has like the misconception that like Japanese people are so polite that they'll let you do anything.
Well,
right?
he was kind of right in Japan. Like not like the guy who knocked him out in Japan was actually also a tourist.
Right. So like kind of yes and no. I mean, he did get banned from the country,
Yeah.
but then he did the same thing in Israel actually.
Well, no. He did Israel before Japan, and then after Japan, he did South Korea.
No, he did Dubai, I think, before South Korea, where he's at right
Nah,
now.
he knew he wouldn't. I don't think he did Dubai. I don't think he would have made it
I'm
out.
pretty sure he did UAE or something like that. Okay, anyway, so this dude is just a
that's crazy.
fucking menace. He basically, and not only that, he doesn't even have that many
He
viewers.
like groped a statue and like made out with a statue that's
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
commemorative for victims of SA.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
Oh.
He basically groped a statue that was based off, what he said. And that was in Korea. So the dude's got his passport taken away in Korea. He's basically detained
He also
over there.
he was he was also going to like Korean stores where you can like eat, like you know how the convenience stores are, like you can sit down and eat, and he
Yeah.
would just do the most like
He was getting
like,
drunk. He was getting
throw
drunk
shit on the
actually.
ground and stuff.
Yeah, he was actually
Huh?
getting
Yeah,
drunk
yeah.
at that time. He wasn't supposed to get drunk actually.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then so then like Korean like residents and citizens started crowdfunding anyone who would assault this guy,
Oh yeah.
like just on site. They would pay their bail.
Yeah, so like
So-
Korean streamers actually would stream snipe him and then look
Yeah,
where he's at
Korean
and then kick his
streamers,
ass.
an ex-Korean Marine decked him, and every time he would appear on stream, he'd have like new band-aids and shit on his face like a
Yeah.
cartoon character. And eventually I think they just arrested him.
Yeah,
And now they're throwing the book at him.
No, they're throwing the book hard. I mean, he's looking at like what 5 to 10 years, I think, or something. Probably more.
They said minimum, but they're not even. That was with his like introductory charges. Apparently, they haven't even covered the serious charges, which could get him up to like 20 to like 35.
Yes, the serious charges I think were like AI deepfakes things that he posted of like other.
Like some shit like that.
Yeah, I think those were the most serious charges. The thing is, though, that if he gets charged for the current charges that he has, he technically would be a felon, which would help him least for the charges that will come in right afterwards. Because now that he's a felon, he's now a repeated offender.
He also apparently appeared drunk in court like an hour late.
Oh yeah, because he actually streamed the night before,
Yeah.
like I guess doing a crowdfunding in which he just got blitz drunk, and threw up on the stream and stuff like that.
Yeah, like his he doesn't have fans. He has viewers who like actively try to get him beat up.
Right. Yeah,
Like
that's
the world just shoots spitballs at this guy.
right, and he takes them. Like I don't know. It's the level of disrespect that a lot of these. I mean, God, like and again,
I was like, send him
the-
to Mexico. Like he'll get fucking skinned or some shit there.
I mean, dude, like he look, I just want to say one thing. This is the other reason why I hate the Paul brothers and shit like that, because like,
Yeah.
was it Jake or Logan? One of those guys did the same fucking shit in Japan himself.
In Japan, that was
He
Logan.
disrespected.
Yeah, Logan's
fucking
actually
Logan.
he made an announcement the other day that he's banned in Egypt because apparently Mr. Beast was going to Egypt and the Egyptian government told him like, yeah, the one person you can't bring with you is Logan Paul because they were going to like tombs and shit.
Yeah.
And Logan for some reason was like confused as to why. Like, brother, did you forget?
Yeah.
Did you forget?
Yeah, fuck that guy. That dude should be banned everywhere, honestly. And same with Mr. Beast. But
Banned
that's
everywhere?
that's a different
Where do you
story.
go?
Mr. Beast is a horrible person either, too. But that's a different story.
Really he is?
Oh yeah,
don't
dude, for
doubt it.
sure. No, yeah, he is. Like all these like fake like things that he's doing, like in terms
Who's
of like
the
how
other
much
one
money-
who was like a fucking sociopath? Oh, David Dobrik. Was that
When I
who it
spilled
was?
champagne,
I
like, you
luckily I do not know that person.
Alleged?
I don't know that person.
Let me
Sorry.
see. David Dobrik. Or like there was like a cult or something. David Dobrik,
cult?
sociopath.
Oh,
Yeah,
I-
he would like basically just get his friends to do really insane shit and be like, "Oh, it's a prank." And people are like, "Yeah, he has to be a sociopath or a psychopath or something."
All right. So real quick though, going back to
You guys
DJ
are naming
Flipside.
people I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I actually don't know that one person, and good that you don't know Somali, by the way. I gotta say though, like because I know we talked before about clubbing, and which is something I forgot I didn't ask him about, but he's on the DJ side of things. So he's the performer side. So I'm not sure, like how clubs are for men versus women and all that stuff. But I know Yadu, you mentioned that you're not a big fan of clubs.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if that
I
is
enjoy bars though. Like I had fun when we went last week.
right, which was just like
of course you did.
no, don't say anything. But anyway, so yeah, because of the band, which by the way,
That made it seem
I
more
should try to get that band Charlie, basically.
Don't
Yeah,
say anything.
friends with
Disney.
Gabe and all that stuff. Dude loved my photos and stuff, so that's great. But those type of bars are my
I want to see how those came out.
I think I sent some in my Instagram. Those were the best, at least
No.
in the band himself. But anyway, so oh, actually, yeah. I'll send you the Google. I have a Google album on it because I had to give it to them through the Google album. But those are my jams, definitely. Like bars that are like live music type thing with like instruments and stuff like that. DJing was never really my thing because I have like that negative connotation on clubs in general because clubs remind me of like the time when I was single and desperate looking like going to clubs and hating this music because all I'm like worried about is like how much I'm spending on my drinks and am I actually having a fun time, of course he gave us a much different perspective because for someone that's DJing and knowing other people and like the music itself, and something my wife has also kind of given me that perspective on the music itself is the fact that it's like, yeah, just enjoy the music. Stop. You're focusing on the wrong things, I get that, but I mean, and I'm interested in the fact that he said like Soundbar actually does have like a lot of people that wanted to play in Soundbar and like, make their way from there. But it's someone like that would be like you or me, like Yadu and me or any of us. It's like, that's not what we're seeing. Like all we're seeing is the douchebags that go in the bar, the club, and then like the overpriced drinks, so on and so forth. In which like bars like I was talking about, are my jam. But because I've kind of like opened up my mind a little bit for the past like months or so, and also started trying to be like the musical thing like that, I've kind of also kind of opened up and saying, okay, let me rethink my thoughts on bars, EDM, and so on and so forth, right? To really just enjoy why people enjoy it versus what my already like set mind is. And the reason I'm saying that too is also because that's how I was back in high school too, that I was only watching, like I was only doing like progressive rock, like new metal stuff, like Korn, like Limp Bizkit, like fucking Godsmack I like at one point, those type of assholes, right? And then I switched to more what I like right now. I'm more of a hip hop R&B type fan. Like I love like the Weeknd type of situation, kind of the droney type stuff and the hip hop stuff. I know Gabe was in my car when I was playing, like when Karen mentioned it, like, oh man, you really like really hardcore stuff, like rap stuff. Remember Gabe when I was like playing some stuff like that? Those are the stuff that I would have never loved back in my high school year. The best example would be like Limp Bizkit had his song Rollin', and he had two versions, Air Raid and Urban Assault vehicle versions, right? Obviously the Air Raid one was the rock, like like all like that heavy metal stuff. And then you had the the Urban Assault one, which I think he had, who did he have? I think he had Method Man on it and DMX, I think, or something like that. Let me look it up real quick. And I remember a friend of mine at the time was into the urban stuff, and because he was into rap, but I was into rock. So the Air Raid one was the one that I liked, right? And it's funny because the last time I saw him, which was a few years ago, though, he went to the army, and I think he kind of got, I guess, indoctrinated in the more like right wing rock type stuff, unfortunately. And now he likes the Air Raid one, but I like the urban one, That's how things are, So I guess the moral of the story, guys, is like really just open up your minds and stuff. You might not like something 100%, but maybe just learn why other people appreciate it, because then maybe you'll recognize, oh, that's why it's good,
Oh yeah, I've always been open to like listening. I'm always searching for something new to kind of blow my mind. I'm like, oh yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
You're like Googling.
Like I remember originally when like
HTTP,
Lady
blow my
Gaga
mind.
came out, like I was always like I was turned off by her because I thought she was all show.
Wait, who? Sorry,
You
go
know?
ahead.
Lady Gaga when she first came out.
Oh.
I was like anti Lady Gaga because like how she dressed. So I thought I always had a bias against people who were more showy than just playing the music.
Right.
And then
right,
actually
right.
listening to her music, I was like, oh shit, she's actually damn good.
Oh
You know?
yeah, and especially like her voice is amazing.
Yeah.
Like just straight up amazing. Oh yeah, there you go. Sorry, I was looking it up, making sure it was. Yeah, I was Method Man, DMX, and Redman. That's who I was missing. So Method Man and Redman, both.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, um, yeah, man. So open your guys' minds, man. Open your minds up. Yeah.
We could definitely try to get him back on in the future too. So
Oh,
I had
dude,
a lot
if
more
we-
to talk about with him.
If we get big and we'll try to fix the sound too. I think if we get more musical guest
Mhm.
things, we'll definitely fix the sound. But yeah, no, these guests,
Yeah.
these guests have been fire, man. Like our last week's guest, he's quite a character for sure. We definitely have to bring it
Oh,
on
yeah.
another time. But I'm
Yeah.
wondering.
I was gonna say he'd be a good substitute for when one of us is out.
True.
Like,
We do got to get younger people, younger guests though, and I'm hoping that Yadu
Yeah.
can bring that in. So
yeah.
yeah, the Gen Z guests, but like, what do they do? you know.
Well, our mutual friend today asked why they can't be on the show, and I was like, I don't know. I was like,
I mean, if the entire band comes in, that actually would be interesting.
that would be cool. That's
Yeah,
4 or
Yeah.
5 people.
yeah, and then they could play a set.
Yeah.
No, okay. You know what we should do? Okay, I
We
mean,
should,
if
like talk and then play songs. Talk and play.
no,
songs,
no. You know
stuff
what?
like that.
No, do you know what I think we should try to explore? Trying to do a cast from live from somewhere else with we're us together. You know what I'm saying?
Like IRL streaming.
No. An actual cast, like
Like
people.
go to a bar or something.
Oh, like
Yes, exactly. He knows what I'm talking about, right? So like you would see like
Yeah.
a lot of podcasters, and I know a few people now that actually do stuff. I mean, mostly sports related. And there would be like after a Bears game, they're like reporting from like a Bears bar and stuff like
Yeah,
that, and like how they
exactly.
lost and shit like that. And the reason why I'm thinking this is because what if we could do this in Lola? If all of us get tickets in Lola, what if we set up something at Lola?
man.
You get what I'm saying?
We should.
You get what I'm
That'd
saying?
be
I
kinda
think we should.
And if we're
think
good,
we
if
should.
we're good enough, we can maybe try
Sponsored
to
by
get.
Yadu.
Yeah, we can maybe actually get someone that actually played in Lola to join our stream. Imagine that if we're good. I know
All
Gabe.
we need is a microphone.
Dude, no, Gabe is the most extroverted person I know, and I am too. I can ice break.
And
Gabe
I'm
can
sexy.
finish. Yeah, and you're sexy, sure. Anyway, I can ice break. Gabe can finish, right? So
Whoa.
I think, yeah.
I
Don't
never finish.
get your what?
You never wait. Hold on.
Oh, that sounds like a problem. Actually, that sounds like
a marriage
Go to
therapy
the
issue
doctor.
here.
yeah. I think you need to go to a
Never
doctor.
finished.
I think you need to go to a doctor. Anyway, no, I'm serious, dude. Guys, like, I'm serious. I'm still streaming, so like whoever's watching is probably seeing our ideas brew right
I
now.
finish at normal times. Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
It's very normal times.
But
For
do you get what I'm
5
saying?
minute.
You get what I'm saying, guys? Like this. I mean, look.
I get what
Okay.
you're saying.
Yeah. Now, of course, we got to get like the equipment basically because we got to get like the good mics and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the one issue. Oh my god.
That's the biggest issue. Right now, the only good mics are like mine and Gabe's right now. I have one of those snowballs, of course, and I mean they've been fine with you, but they definitely don't. They're definitely don't. Yeah, they don't do like the deepness or something like that. But I don't know. See, I got this one at like Black Friday. Maybe if I buy more of these guys, then we can all take ours and basically like do it. I don't know. You know what? Maybe if I start monetizing it, we can put money into like our mobile what do you call it? Mobile station, I guess.
Mobile station, yeah.
Because I got the table. I got a long ass table that I got from some dude that got angry at his wife and threw it out at a Northwestern game. It's like a long ass like beer pong table. And he just threw it out and threw a bunch of his stuff, never came back. And I'm like, oh, I'll take it. So I got the table. We just need the mics.
Oh.
Yeah. It's fun story.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. I love
Yeah.
the fun stories.
Yeah. Hold on.
Apparently, I was
By the way,
being told today-
you guys keep talking. I had to pee. I've been holding this in for a while. Sorry.
Jesus,
And I'll,
you
and
could
I'll
just say I need to go.
and I'll get
you know,
and I'll
tie
get
my
another
shoes.
beer too. Go ahead.
You could have just Okay. Hey, so what about the Cubs? Wait, is it preseason right now?
They played it. They're down 2-2 right now.
God damn.
Yeah. Well, I
Wait,
mean, they
okay.
played against an all-star team, so it's kind of like
I was confused about this. Okay, I felt like I was having a Mandela effect moment, dude. I could imagine. So remember Steve Bart? Of course you do, JP. But Yadu probably doesn't know who the fuck this guy is. Steve Bartman. Ever heard of his name before? God damn. He was a cancer to Chicago, but honestly, nice guy. I'm
it
sure
wasn't his fault. Not his
It
fault.
wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. But the idea of him had disrupted Chicago's happiness for a little bit. But then we won, so it cured everything. He can come back and he
that's
can use
true.
his normal name again. But anyhow, Steve, he is not about that. It's not about being a hate session on him at all. Whatever. I like the guy. Who was the player at the time? Who was the roster at the time? I'm imagining like this jacked, swole pitcher at the time. Was that Zambrano? Was it Carlos Zambrano who's a pitcher?
Who was pitching at that time and like when that happened?
Yeah.
No.
Who was the name of the
Zambrano.
pitcher?
It was.
No. And then
I'd
I
have to
googled
look it up.
Zambrano and he didn't look like the
Not-
guy I'm imagining.
Kerry Wood, Mark Pryor, one of those guys.
No, Latino guy. Think about Latino guy who had veins in his
Latino
arms
guy.
and shit, and he was angry as hell, and he was very vocally angry. Not the one he disturbed, Moises, not Moises, but
Yeah, not Moises.
Latino, like swole looking. I think he was like the second hand pitcher. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to.
Cubs roster. Let me see. What year was that? You think 2008? No.
Let me 2003.
2003. Dang.
Yeah, I was at
How
school
old were
at
you,
that time.
Yadu?
2003.
Yeah.
I was being born.
God damn, you were
I don't think
born
he
when
was
Steve
born,
Bartman
yeah.
was. Oh man, that's the first time you made me feel real.
look this up.
Chive
God.
Scab Crew says I play with Zambrano. What is a second-hand pitcher? Is he's asking?
No, I mean like the second string. Like he wasn't like our starting like best guy. He was a second guy.
I mean,
That's
it
guy.
could have been Zambrano, but
Wait, Chive
if you
Scab
said it
Crew,
was Latino,
wait,
it had to be like Juan Cruz or Sergio Mitre.
there are
Mitre
five.
is dead now, I think.
Hold on.
But he looks different than
Chai Stab
him.
Crew clearly knows baseball because he says there are 5 starters. I play with Zambrano. You played him like what, in amateur league? Like how? When? Why? What? How? What'd you play him with?
I'm googling how he looked in 2003 to see.
I mean, that was his rookie year, so
Oh, maybe it was him
it's
then.
possible he was a
wasn't-
reliever. Right? So when you say second-hand pitcher, you mean a relief pitcher, right?
relief. Exactly.
Oh, he would take.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's saying he would take pens with my college team in the off season.
Oh, see, because my buddies are like, "Oh, you mean he's a fat guy?" Blah 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 blah. And now I'm googling him in 2003.
He wasn't fat. He
wasn't fat.
dude. He's
He
just
was a
huge.
fit dude. Now he's like,
Yeah.
now he's like softer, rounder.
Yeah.
Zambrano
I'm right
is
there with
big.
you, Zambrano.
Jorge, you're doing your.
I think
first
because he
preview of,
used to
like,
do no. I know this is bad. No, I shouldn't say
offensive
this.
sparring
It's
tomorrow.
Offensive what?
Offensive,
sparring. Like, I'm-
offensive,
Oh, yeah.
offensive sparring.
Oh, you're gonna fight me? Oh,
No.
you-
I'm just gonna
you are
have
gonna
my
fight.
gloves
He's
on, and you're
defending.
just gonna be throwing shots at me.
really? Okay, that's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
To see if you can make a hit. You should actually go have him go against me, y'all do.
Not yet, dude. You're the final boss.
No, not technique wise, like Yadu said. Like it's actually
Yeah,
I'm
but
still
I
learning.
gotta make you hurt, and I don't feel like you're one of those dudes. Like you
you're not gonna make me hurt.
You're talking about. That's exactly what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like you go
But
in
you're
the,
not.
you play the video
You're
game.
from-
No, actually, you
You
know
do
what?
both. I mean, Gabe, what are you doing at around 6 tomorrow?
Around 6. I have a concert to go to tomorrow, but of course I'm.
I
preparing
actually,
for
I got a
studies,
buddy that's actually gonna stay with us because there's a birthday. There's a one of our friends first baby's first birthday is this Saturday. And he's actually gonna stay with us
Alright.
on Thursday. Yeah. downtown. But actually, that's what I was gonna say. After the birthday, we got to find something to do because we'll be downtown. We should try something on Saturday. Real quick though, no, actually, I'm completely wrong. I totally forgot about how the JRPGs work. Right? You would have the big ass dude that would probably be like mid boss or maybe like before the final boss. But the final boss is always a much smaller, skinnier person that is probably the most powerful person in the world. It's fucking Dragon Ball Z stuff too, man. Frieza was super small and everybody around him were like big ass people, but he was the most powerful. Sorry, you know what? I just derailed this baseball talk with nerd shit, and nobody's listening.
No.
Everybody's on their phone from what I'm seeing right now.
No, I'm like, you know.
I was trying to look up the guest list that I had that I was going to contact next, and I can't find it.
Oh
I'm
no, dude! DJ Flipside was definitely premier. Actually, you know, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't knock all the other all our other guests before were awesome, dude. So
great,
you've done a great job. All our guests, my guests too, Jim, definitely, man. We're doing good. We're doing good. When are we gonna have the guests that we don't like? The Steven Seagal of our podcast. I guess
It'll probably be me bringing like one of my friends on, and they're just like, "Yeah, I killed a pigeon once," and I'm like, "All right."
Hey, you know.
Story.
So, why do we bring you on again?
No, one of my friends killed a pigeon.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
that'd be my question to him. Jesus, dude.
Killed a pigeon.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So there's like, we should also have episodes at different times too, because I got buddies that I could get on, but that can't do this time. So like,
right.
True.
So no,
like a weekend show.
But here's the problem. We don't have marketing right now, right? The only marketing is like me throwing it in Instagram, and that's it, right? So like, yeah. So we got to get the viewers. Which, by the way, Yadu, I need to help a little bit in terms of like there was one video that I have from like our cast 2 weeks ago that got cut off, so it got split into two, and I need to just like merge those two together.
Splice them together.
Yeah, with a little like maybe like like card or whatever like in between that says, oh, it got cut off, so things are missed, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I can. You know what? I'll send you the video tomorrow when I box with you. If you can get that as soon as possible, so I can start uploading them.
Yeah, I mean that's an easy fix.
So then I can upload last week's after and then this week's, because this week's is probably one of the most important ones, especially for the music we got. So for sure, we got to get that on YouTube. And then I'm gonna dual thing next week so we can get it to YouTube. And then because after I talked with our last week's guests and stuff like that, in terms of how much, like just for a small stream, how much you can make, I think we can definitely start doing that then. By the way, I am also drinking New Glarus, by the way, Moon Man, not Spotted Cow, which a lot of people drink.
So we got to figure out the way to get viewers. Like I was thinking I could just keep bringing guests on that bring a following, and then they stick around, and we get viewers that way.
Right, right. We got to be interesting. We got to be the ones that like get those people that stick around. Yeah.
No, chat it's kind of lit today, so that's good.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, it was good. Oh yeah, I'm not complaining about it. I'm saying like you got to figure out our method of getting viewers. I was thinking just.
You go ahead.
Doing what I've been doing, we're getting the guests that attract people to watch us, and we then get subscribers and build up that way.
Oh, shit! I just thought about it. Oh fuck. Okay, I think maybe our mobile thing might be sooner rather than later. Now that I think about it, C2E2 is.
Oh, that is happening. Yeah,
that's happening mid-April, and I'm gonna actually. Actually, I can talk about this. This is a good segue too. I'm going to, for the first time, actually going to be serious about cosplaying, right? Because I lost weight. I'm trying to get below 170 as well before C2E2 as well. But I'm basically going to do cosplay, right? And I already got my character set up and stuff like that. And now that I got a 3D printer 2 weeks ago, I'm building the cosplay and all that stuff, right? And I should have bought... My wife basically told me I can't get a 3D printer until I lose 20 pounds. And here I am, 25 pounds later. Boom, got it. Tell her you like her whispering eye. Shut up, chai staff room. Anyway, I know.
Oh, let's go. There.
You never saw that? It's I forget the name of the movie. Well, anyway, regardless.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a penis joke. So, okay,
Dick.
C2E2
Nice.
guys. I think we should try to make a cast, like in the.
We dressing up? We dressing up?
I'm dressing up.
I'm
Okay.
dressing
If
up
we're
too.
going, we got to.
Check it out.
I'm gonna dress like a Sith
C2E2.
character. Oh yeah, we C2E2 in this shit up, dude.
Check it.
Jesus Christ, how much does that weigh?
It's very light,
C2E2 is what, like Comic Con?
basically in Chicago.
It's like everything.
Should I do like a Killmonger cosplay?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
All right.
That'd
Do
be
you
all
guys
Disney.
know what that was? Do you guys know what that was?
Because I have the sword 3D printed, you know. I have Killmonger's like
Oh man,
sword that
if
he
I
fought.
wish I still had long hair, man. I had long hair back in the day, and I did Winter Soldier for Halloween. That was pretty awesome.
Dude.
Back
Okay.
when I
Was
had
another
like
Marvel guy.
on the flip side, when I had short hair, that was when like I had the Killmonger locks.
Do you,
Yeah.
have, do you have his armor though?
Yeah.
Do you have like his whole armor and all?
Dude, okay, so in freshman year of college for the like Halloween costume contest that they have at school, I ended up being too hungover to even go to it because it was the day after my birthday.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get to wear the costume, but like me and my friends worked on we like made our own costumes. That's like how SAIC, a lot of the kids make their own costumes unless they're doing like a really intricate cosplay. But even in that realm, a lot of them do make their own costumes. I had made like the Killmonger like the vest and the like the plating
Right.
out of like foam and stuff. I'll go grab it.
Okay, cool. Well,
Nice.
if anybody knows, that shit was the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII. So I'm building the Buster Sword.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna
Nice.
be Cloud Strife, basically.
Probably
He's like, just so you
Wow.
guys know, just to make
Classic.
sure the shit that you just saw,
Yeah.
it was not just some shit you just
Oh
saw.
damn! Look at that
It was the
armor.
Buster
He's
Sword.
got the armor going
Yeah.
on.
Hey,
That's
worked pretty
cool.
hard on this, I feel like.
Nice.
But
you,
like,
oh, you've been
open and
making it,
stuff.
y'all do?
I made this back in freshman year, like during
Oh.
October for Halloween.
Of college?
Sparrow costume was sick.
Not college. I think it was high school.
No, I think it was college because you went to art school, so you know. he's in art
Oh, yeah,
school.
I guess that makes
So
sense.
I would probably bring my.
It was
kid,
college. It was in fact college.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll have to bring your kid.
So my daughter just really got into Pokemon, and she's got a whole Pikachu outfit, so she could
Oh.
cosplay.
Well, if we could actually do a live cast, like let's try to see if we can get some people on. Let me try to get some
Yeah.
connections with the cosplayers that I know. Maybe we can get some guests, live guests and stuff like that, like from the floor.
I would love to get like Will Wheaton.
Actually,
See
hold
if
on.
he's there.
You know what? Let me hold on. C2E2. I don't think we can get like the actual guests in the C2E2. That would be crazy.
And
man.
then what's her name from the Guild? You ever
we
watch that
should
show?
we should do an event on
YouTube
C2E2
show?
as well.
The Guild? Yeah, I know the Guild. Yeah. So here, check
And
it
we
out.
can, y'all do. Remember, because y'all do, Jorge.
Yeah.
We can walk up to people, like the people who are there, the guests.
Felicia
like,
Day. That's what I was thinking of.
With
Sorry.
Felicia
microphone,
Day, yeah.
camera, whatever. And just be like, hey, can you answer a few questions real quick?
Do we have
You
a
can do
microphone?
that.
Do we have a microphone? I do.
Like a traveling microphone.
I
I can put this on something and
Shit,
plug. No,
I had-
this
I had
is
a-
not USB.
I had a small DJI. Oh shit! I had to look.
DJI, yeah.
It was like one of those mini
get prepared.
microphones.
We
you
got
can
a
probably-
month.
The
Yeah, I might. I don't know. Maybe it's got lost. Okay, so here's go. I got on screen.
I have a
basically all the
DJI. Like
guests.
I have a
So Andy Serkis is there. I think is he the biggest one there in C2E2?
Hey, Circus. Nice.
Andy Serkis, yeah. I'm looking here.
Andy's
So
cool.
you're gonna ask him about Andor, right?
Oh fuck yeah! I'm gonna talk about Andor. It comes out next April. By the way, y'all.
Oh, I gotta watch
Y'all dude's not here.
the new Daredevil.
Oh yeah, I've seen the first
shit.
2
I'll get on
episodes,
it.
I
I'll get
think.
on it. I've been watching
I was
Daredevil Born Again, which has
the
been
Daredevil's
acting in
amazing.
Daredevil was amazing is kind of strong.
the new one that came out
I
today.
like
Was
where
good.
it's
I'll be back.
going.
We
I haven't
could
seen today.
honestly, we
I
could.
think Muse looks fucking awesome.
Honestly, I think like the one people that might talk to us are any of these WWE or like former wrestlers and stuff like that. But
Yeah, let's do
you'd
it.
have to pay.
Get 'em.
You'd have to pay them.
Nah,
though.
nah. Let's tell them that they're
Whoa,
gonna, like,
Denise Richards.
we're gonna.
Remember Denise Richards? I had a crush on her a little bit.
Remember, because the guy from Back to the Future was there last time, and I got him on video.
Wait, who?
God,
Oh,
one of these things.
yeah, I got that same one too, actually.
Hey, yeah.
Well,
y'all do
technically,
there too.
I should say it's not
get
mine.
multiple
Technically,
shots.
it's my wife's, but yeah.
My
okay.
wife.
My wife.
My wife.
I'm looking at it. I think Andy Serkis might be the biggest one there.
My wife. Hey, y'all do what you bringing to the party, man? You bring anything or not? All the alcohol.
Oh, John Boyega.
I was gonna
John
say,
Boyega's there.
what do you need? Like
Got-
mezcal.
You know what I need, dude? If you wanted to go pick up some, pick up a shit ton of crackers. I picked up 3.5 pounds of prosciutto today.
I don't know, dude. You know I don't really rock
with.
with them people.
That's
crackers.
wild, y'all, dude. We're live right now, my guy.
We are
I'm
still
kidding, I'm
we are
kidding.
still
I'm
live.
kidding.
Dude, guys, John Boyega. John Boyega is gonna be there. I fucking love John Boyega.
Okay.
He's kidding, guys. He's kidding.
John
He
DiMaggio,
loves to eat
the
crackers.
voice of Bender of Futurama. Let's see. Let's keep going.
Oh man.
Any of these people would talk to us. What do you think? How do we talk to them? How do we talk to them? How do we,
We
go up
just
to them?
walk up to them. That's all we do.
All right,
Hey,
Gabe.
what's
Gabe,
up?
how would you do
Are
it?
you willing to? Are you willing to talk real quick on the video? You know,
Okay,
talk
but
to some fans.
One of
people
my
interested
buddies
to
was
see
telling me
you right
today,
now.
he was like, I love TJ Miller in Silicon Valley, but I hear he's a dick. Like he's a dick in real life, like the same way he is in the show. And I was like, that doesn't really surprise me.
Oh no, I think he got straight up, what's the word? I know it's a cringe word, canceled, but mostly because of like sexual allegations.
Oh
sexual
shit, I
assault
didn't know
stuff.
he had all that.
Oh yeah, he did.
TJ.
Oh dude, Patton Oswalt. Holy shit, Patton Oswalt would be fucking hilarious.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
Oh, I love him. He's
Patton
a comedian.
Oswalt. Yeah.
Okay. Gabe, you know the show The Goldbergs on
I don't, but
on
I saw the
ABC
picture. I
it
do
was like
see-
an
I do
ABC
recognize it.
sitcom.
Wait, they got RoboCop there.
He's got a really recognizable voice.
RoboCop.
If you heard
RoboCop.
Patton Oswalt's voice, you'd recognize him.
Yeah.
Like he's a popular narrator for stuff. If you ever seen the show AP Bio with
Dude,
oh,
okay,
shit.
guys, I think we got a plan now. We got to prepare for this shit. Okay, this is next month.
You do.
Glenn Howerton.
We this is next month, man. We got to prepare for this shit. Okay. All right. I already got my tickets for C2E2. I think Gabe's got your Saturdays, right?
Saturday. You doing all 3 days?
No, I'm doing Friday, Saturday. I go for okay.
65 isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
I go Friday. So here's the thing. I go Friday to basically buy all the stuff that I want to buy. And then Saturday is the partying cosplay day, right? And now that I'm going to cosplay, I'm going to definitely cosplay for Saturday and stuff like that. They also have the cosplay event stuff, right? But let's talk. Let's talk about Saturday.
I'll get a
this stuff.
Saturday ticket, but I'm gonna wait to get it by a week.
Sure. I mean, they're not going to sell out, but I mean, they're already the max price at this moment. You're already like late
Okay.
price, so it doesn't matter.
65 isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like 120.
What? C2E2
What are they
prices? 50.
Yeah, but that's for like the whole weekend.
Wait, how much?
120.
That's for the whole weekend, but just Saturday, I think is like what?
Oh, 65. Something like
$65.
70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday is Kids Day, though. Just let you know, JP, if you
No,
want to
I'm
bring
not
your
gonna go on
kids.
Sunday. I'll go on Saturday
Okay.
because Gabe said his is for Saturday, right?
Yeah, he's got Saturday. I actually got a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Jim, our last guest included, is all going to go Saturday as well. So we'll try to get a big group of people going for us on Saturday for sure. I'm actually looking for the after parties. I'm looking for all the parties that get like blitzed with my cloud costume. So that's what I'm looking for Saturday, right? Friday.
Nice.
Friday is the buying the stuff, getting all the swag that I need Friday. And then Saturday is the partying day. So I'll come in, I'll pregame, and then we'll go. Okay. So apparently nobody knows where the parties are. So I think I have to set up the party. But I don't live in downtown. I have to find a way to make a party downtown. Can I borrow one of your guys' places? Yadu? It's mostly a question for Yadu.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, you got more space than Gabe.
I do.
Gabe has too much furniture.
My floor plan is a little more open.
And if Gabe is trying to talk, he's muted, by the way.
Wait.
Oh, no, there he is.
When? Okay, I can hear.
No, he's a delay. What the fuck? Are you guys seeing this? He's on a delay.
Yeah,
Wait,
what was
let's
that?
see
What'd
how
you
long it takes.
Okay, I can hear again.
Hello?
Say something.
Say something right now.
What the fuck is going on with Gabe's camera? Are you guys seeing this? Is he?
Yeah, well, now I
No,
can't hear him at all
Oh,
now.
God.
Oh,
I can hear. You can hear me now.
yeah.
Say something right now.
Okay.
Say my nuts are purple.
My nuts. Wait, my nuts are not purple though.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, we're good.
Dude, you were like moving around. And I thought you were delayed, but your mic was muted for so long.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hear you guys either.
Oh, really? Really? You didn't hear anything I said? Oh my god, I planned out so much. God, you ruined me. Why do I fucking hate you?
Oh man.
You're killing me with that. All right, dude. Lollapalooza. Okay, here's the thing. Lollapalooza's in July. I think if we want to do this mobile thing, the first thing we could do is
Tell me
C2E2.
I'm around in July, dude. Oh my god. At this
No,
point, I'm
that's
taking any
true.
fucking internship I can get.
That is true. That's actually what I was also wondering. Is like, what's going to happen to us in July?
Where are you going in July?
And
dude?
hell, what's going to happen to us during the bear season too? By the way,
Oh,
you
Wait,
know,
what? What's the-
if
what
we want to
is
start doing like bear seasons, like from a bar or something like that, if we need to get you guys, Reggie's. Oh my god, that'd be sweet, dude. Fucking. Oh my, the C2E2 used to have like Reggie's used to have like post party stuff, and at one time they had a band that played like modern music, but all in Klingon. It was pretty sweet.
Oh, what?
Ding
Yeah.
dong.
Klingon, yeah. You know what Klingon
That's
is,
super
right?
That's
nerdy.
wild.
Star Trek.
Yeah, it is from
Yeah.
Star Trek. Yes.
I know, dude.
I know.
I
The
know.
live action Power Rangers.
By the way,
series is gonna work
that-
at Disney Plus.
That is not Klingon, by the way.
I know. This is what's his name? Spark.
not
Spock.
yeah. Oh god, what's their
Spock
What's
is-
Spock's
what's
race?
his-
not Romulans, but Romulans are part of them. But Romulans are
No,
like
he's like
Klingons.
half. Isn't he like?
no, Romulans
No,
are
Romulans are an ancient offshoot of the Vulcans.
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 Vulcans. There it is.
Vulcans. That's what I meant. So who speaks
Vulcans.
Klingon?
I am a Star Trek
Klingon-
nerd. I can tell you all that shit.
The
There you go.
Klingonese speak Klingon. Who speaks Klingon? The Klingonese.
The Klingon. They're called Klingon, not Klingonese. They're just
They're
called
called-
Klingon.
yeah.
Klingonese.
Columbanese.
You know what's funny when you start talking about like people that are from planets and like they're from the planet Klingon, they're called Klingon, like that. They sound cool, right? Because all these sci-fi people can make like cool names for like cool planets and stuff like that. But not for us, Earth. We're called Earthlings.
Or
And
Terran.
That's exactly.
Terran.
That's what you get. Other like things that just like rename us as Terrans or something like that. You know. Like the Holy Terran Empire in Warhammer 40k, Terrans in StarCraft,
Guardians of the
so on and so
Galaxy, they
forth.
did Terran.
Right. Because if we actually did like the Spanish name, Terra, you know, then we could be Terrans. But no, it's Earth. So we're Earthlings, which is lame. That's a different story. So I don't know. Well, all right, guys. We are at 10 o'clock. We did get our 2 hours in.
Yeah, and I got homework due at midnight. So I need to
Yeah.
fuck off.
Okay.
Damn, bro.
All right.
I'm on spring break now, technically.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Spring break, spring. I know. Yeah, today
My
was the last
2-day
day
spring break.
Yeah.
of my
We
Monday.
were
Wednesday
we were thinking of doing a 3-hour special, but I don't think we're gonna make it. So anyway,
if you guys
no.
don't mind me doing my homework as well.
No, I agree. I could watch the show tonight. I have caught up on new Daredevil, so
yeah.
This episode's good.
okay.
All right, guys. Well, you know what? I'll give who did I? You know what, Yadu, you weren't here last week. I'll give you the last word.
Closing us out. So apparently, there's Trump has signed an executive order to shut down the Department of Education. So we'll close out on that.
That's been going on for a while, though. I don't
Yeah.
think
No,
it's
no,
gonna
no.
make it happen.
He did an
No,
executive order.
he's
It
been
hasn't
firing
passed,
people.
Yeah.
But no. I just saw
He
like
was
while we
trying
were
to
on the
shut down
stream,
Department.
executive
I know.
order.
He was
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to
The
close
executive
the federal,
order has been signed. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
does it mean
It won't necessarily get passed, but it's not good.
No, none of this is
Well,
good.
Well, he's not trying to pass anything.
Yeah,
He's just doing it and
the way
ignoring
you said
judges.
it? None of this
Right.
is good.
Yeah.
The Fed. Did you hear the
I'm
Fed
working
rate
on a pair of
return
jeans
today?
right here, dude. Look at this. It's like
know.
half.
All right, let's end the
bleached
stream,
on
end the
one
stream.
side.
See you guys in the stream, but stay on
See
the
you,
video.
dudes.
See you
All right,
Bye-bye.
guys. Cheers,
Bye,
cheers,
man.
cheers to everybody.
Cheers
Cheers.
to everyone. Cheers.
Okay, bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.